everyone, and welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. My name is Joanne, and I am back from my little mini vacation just in time to give our favorite temporary host, Joyce, her well-deserved break. I am very excited for her. She can finally get her rest and, do all the things she doesn't have to do when she has to be up here hosting jewelry. So I will be here for the next 3 hours, and we've got a lot of great things for my little comeback. Everything seems to be very butterfly based, but that doesn't mean we don't have enough museum level quality collector's pieces as well, and a number of multicolor sapphire pieces, because that seems to be what is the most on brand for myself. So we got a lot of great pieces here today for the next 3 hours for our very exclusive audience. So thank you for being here with us today if you're here this early. So stay tuned and let's just get started, shall we? Right here for our first item of the day on the wheel, we have a black opal. It is going to be item number 11200834. Definitely not brand new, but it is very new to me, so very excited to bring this to you. It's an 88-point oval black opal with 34 points in white diamonds in that halo around it, but we could keep it very simple, just give it that single halo, but of course we have to spice it up a little bit. So it's got that split shank with the rope texture around it just to give a little bit of contrast to just the bling of the diamonds. Very interesting black opal we have here as well. Very consistent in the base color of just being a deep blue field with brighter blues just kind of peeping through as well, and the subtle flashes of green. So this is very much a very calming, serene piece, as you can see right here. I don't think most times black opals, they have a little bit of red to contrast the blue a little bit, but this one's just very, very even, very, very calming, I like to say. And yeah, I don't think we have quite a black opal that sort of has this sort of very evenness throughout it all. So very excited to bring this to you, and very unusual that I'm having a black opal as my first item of the day. Usually I reserve them for later on when I feel like they deserve to have more of an audience, but this one I want to reserve it for those very special one of you guys who are here with me this early. So it's supposed to go out for $24.99, but that is not going to be our price on this one of a kind today. Probably won't find a black opal of this type of pattern and color ever again. So $24.99, it is not going to be $24.99 or even $14.99 or even $12.99 today on this Friday that I am back. It is weird being up here again. I say that every single time I take a little break, but it is true. I feel like if I don't do this every week, it becomes like I'm doing it for the first time all over again. $14.99 it's not going to be, though. Not going to be 14 or 12 or 11 or even $1,099 for this one of a kind black opal, like all of our black opals are. Not going to be $1,099. First time of the day. Gotta give it a great deal. Let's just make it $949 on this very exceptional Friday. There's 4th of July is over. We don't really have any more holidays, at least not big ones, until I want to say Halloween. So it's summer. $949 for the black opal that represents, it almost looks like just the ocean, which the beach, summer, perfect for the season. And of course right now it's in the white gold, but you can do any gold color you so desire, white, yellow, or rose. I think white or yellow will look fantastic. Right now, of course, white just is the most neutral, most non-distracting choice. I use that phrase a lot, I have realized, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me go ahead and try this on for you. It is a very, very nice piece. Even though I said it's just a even field of blue, even from a distance you can kind of see the different multi-layers of blue that are in the stone. If you shift it towards one angle, it looks very much brighter true blue, and then other angles it just is a deeper hue of blue. And then of course you still see those greens flashing throughout, almost glowing from within that stone there. So it is just an exceptional piece. $949. If you don't have a black opal and maybe you're not a fan of wearing multiple colors at once, this is definitely the black opal for you. And back on the wheel it goes. And I just love how that split shank is not that your typical split shank with just a bar of gold. We added that rope texture to it. Just give it that extra dimension, extra level of detail, level of thought within this ring. It is a very exceptional piece here today. And yes, it has been fun seeing everyone here in the phone banks after a few weeks of not seeing them. I used to see them every single day. It was weird not seeing them for a while. So happy to be back. All right. Moving along. Got a lot to get through today. I feel like we always have a lot to get through most days, but that's why we have to keep it moving, keep the wheel spinning. All right, next up, I know I mentioned I had a lot of butterfly themed. I do have one that does not happen to be butterfly, but it is quite on the opposite spectrum, but it is very unique. I don't think we've had this critter here before, so I'm very excited to bring this to you. This is going to be item number 1121260. If you cannot tell already, it is a crocodile alligator. I know there are differences too, and I have been told those differences, but I could never remember what the differences between the two are. So crocodile alligator, up to interpretation, I guess. It's set in 18 karat gold because it is such a wonderfully crafted critter. It has 5.4 carats in round and princess cut multicolor sapphires. And then you have that ruby up at the center at the crown of its head, its head, and that ruby itself is going to be 10 points. So 5.4 carats for blue and yellow sapphires, and then 10 points in that ruby just smack dab in the middle of his head. Very, very unique piece. I've never thought of crocodiles being a piece of art on your hand, but it works. It honestly does. It's another reptilian. Usually when we think reptiles in jewelry, you think of the snakes, serpents, like that, because honestly it's very easy to take something very long and slender and just wrap it around the fingers, so that's usually the way designers like to go. But I like how this designer decided to make it a challenge for themselves and use an alligator, and it does work. It's very cohesive and you can immediately tell what it is while still having an abstract and artistic take on it. It is just an exceptional piece. It's a one-of-a-kind piece. This is definitely not going to be something that everybody has. I mean, lots of different brands and designers have created their version of the snake serpentine ring at this point, but not very many people have created their crocodile version. So if you like it, if you like having something that no one else has in their wardrobe, this is the one for you. And of course, if you can see, it's all invisibly, not all, but on the body there are, in the blue sapphires, they're invisibly set princess cut sapphires, which is a very hard thing to achieve so seamlessly, so cleanly, and in a way where diamonds aren't, or not the diamonds, the stones aren't immediately falling out as you wear them. So the level of workmanship and the craftsmanship within this piece is exceptional as well. And for something with this level of detail, with this level of design, and just something that you can't see anywhere else, it was supposed to go out for $4,999 today, even though it is its debut. I believe maybe we've shown it once or twice before, but I don't think so. So I'm going to say it's my debut. $49.99 it's not going to be today. Not going to be $49.99 or $39.99 or even $2,999. And I mean, the designer could have gone super true to the animal for this ring and used a greenstone, perhaps Saverites, and made it very much more accurate to the actual animal. But I like the blue and yellow. I think it's very artistic. It almost looks like a pop art painting come to life. And $29.99, it is not going to be today. Not going to be $29.99 or $28.88 or even $2,777 for this one-of-a-kind crocodile piece. And it will, we unfortunately, like I said, for something so designer, so unique, we can only do one. So once it is gone forever. So $27.77, it is not going to be. Let's just make it $2,699. I can't believe for my first time back in however long I've been gone, this is what they give me. It's amazing. They should have saved it for Joyce. She would have loved this piece. Let me try it on for you. Because wow, it is not a small ring. It is large. It goes from knuckle to knuckle, definitely for those of you who like to have a large statement piece on your hand. And I mean, it's one of those pieces where you might think it might be hard to wear out just on the regular, but because it's sapphires, blue and yellow, I think that's just a fun way to take a unique, a very classic stone that you see a lot in the jewelry world and putting it in a using it in a different way, wearing it in a different style. It's just a very fun ring to have, definitely for some of our more adventurous personalities out there. And that red just kind of brings it out. The red kind of stands out among that sea of blue and yellow to make it feel not so one-sided. It makes it stand out as a three-dimensional piece, a sculptural piece. And $26.99 it is. It is a very, very large ring, and it's definitely to make every sparkle gem lover just sigh happily in their hearts. And back on the wheel it goes. It is a very exceptional piece. Yeah, we should do crocodiles and alligators should be done more often. They might seem terrifying and maybe not the most traditional way to wear an animal in a jewelry form, but I think it was done so well that it should be done more often, just to spice it up. All right. Moving right along, we have got a brand new. We've got just because I haven't been here in a while doesn't mean we're not doing any brand new either. So let's just bring Mr. Crocodile aside for now and bring out, ooh, what is that? That is, wow, haven't seen a lot of these. This is a golden zircon. This is going to be item number 1121182. It's a 13 karat 69 Asher cut golden zircon with 70 points in pear-shaped yellow diamonds on either side of the ring, as well as 42 points in white diamonds all around it. So you got that Asher cut center stone in the center, and wowza, is that a large stone in the three stone style with the halo around it. So again, very, very classic way to make a ring. Yeah, but that stone is definitely the star of the show for something so large. 13 karat 69, and then you have an additional on top of that 70 points in yellows on either side, and 42 points. You're getting, it's just a lot of gems in one ring. It's a very dramatic piece. Wouldn't you say, Joyce? I see her smiling minusculely in the back there. She's so happy. She's just in her sweats. She's chilling today. It's her first Friday in a while where she can chill, so I am very happy for you. Hi, G. It must be weird hearing my voice again, but hello. But yes, white and yellow gold for this ring. Golden zircons, we have a few, but definitely not in the majority of the zircons we have. And this one, I don't think we've ever had one that's this large before, so that's also very exciting for us. And it's in the Asher cut, which I know a lot of you guys know and love. There's just something so elegant, so just beautiful about wearing an astrocut ring. It with all the straight edges and the perfect proportions. It's just, it screams to a lot of people's souls. And for something of this quality, with this size, with this clarity of just the stone, we were looking at a price tag of $9,999, but it is on the newer side today. It is brand new, and I don't want to do $9,999 for anyone. And yeah, I can't get over that stone. The color is just exceptional. Usually I'm not much of a yellow stone person. I do like certain yellow diamonds, but that's about it. But there's something about the depth and the richness of the color of the stone that's just screaming my name. $99.99, it is not going to be today. Not going to be at $99.99 or $89.99 or even $7,999. And with the yellow diamonds on either side, perfectly complementing, and then that halo of white diamonds around everything just to break it up just a little bit so it's not too monochromatic right here. And yeah, let me try it on for you before I even get down to the nitty-gritty, because it is such a exceptional ring. Look at how large that is. Between the last one and this one, it seems like I'm setting a theme of just showing large rings today. But $79.99, it is not. Look at that on the hand, just the depth. It says golden zircon, and normally when I think golden, I think, oh, it's like a sort of yellow tone stone. But looking at this, it doesn't immediately scream yellow to me. It's just a indescribable color. It's one of those colors that don't really have a single word that can describe it in the English language, at least. It is a very exceptional piece, and $79.99, it is not going to be $79.99 or $6 or $5 or even $4,999 for this one-of-a-kind, very, very large golden zircon. Definitely for people who like the big stones, big rings, and who have been eyeing a zircon like this. Back on the wheel it goes. I know most of the time when we have zircons, they're either blue. Recently we've also had quite a few pink zircons, but that's about it. So maybe you saw the 1 or 2 golden zircons we've had in the last 6 months and decided, or you missed out on it, or you decided maybe those weren't the ones for you. This could be the one. $49.99, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. I want to give a deal of a lifetime for something of this size, this color, this clarity. Not going to be $49.99. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $3,999. One-of-a-kind golden zircon. I don't think I personally have shown a golden zircon, so very, very exciting for me, for everybody today. $3,999. Yes, and right now it's in the white and yellow gold. I believe it has to stay that way, but talk to your operators. They might tell you otherwise because they have the computers and they know all the information. Yes, sometimes Lauren talks about wishing she had a computer in front of her. I share that sentiment quite a lot because it is it's sometimes disconcerting when I say something and I can't immediately fact check it on the computer if I'm right or not. But yes, your operators know everything. So ask them any questions you might have. It doesn't have to be on this piece. It could be on any piece we have had or we are going to have, and they know it all. So talk to them. They are basically your human computers here at TVON. Who is calling to say hi there, Jason? Gabriella, hello. Thank you for being here with us today. All right. Moving right along. Next up, we have, what is that? We have a HeartShape Alexandrite. Wow, I don't think we have had one of those ever. So this is going to be item number 1121365. It is, as you can see, a HeartShape Alexandrite. It's a 28-point HeartShape Alexandrite with 13 points in yellow diamonds in that halo closest to the heart, and then 58 points in the diamonds surrounding the center core of the Alex and the yellow diamonds. Yeah, like I said, in my memory, I don't think we have ever had another HeartShape Alexandrite. If we have, then it probably was set in a very simple signature mounting and went out the door very quickly. I'm sure this one will be no exception, but we decided to not just do a simple signature mounting for this one. Because they're so hard to come by, we wanted to give it something a little bit more unique, a little bit more fun. So you have the halo of yellow diamonds around that center, and then you have white diamonds that are surrounding it, but it's not exactly a halo. You have larger white diamonds around it, and then you have smaller diamonds making up almost a leaf shape, just to give it a little bit more of a lacy, almost, I say this sometimes when I see like lace trim on a dress, but it almost gives like a doily effect, like you would see on a table, or yeah, on like a table used as like a coaster or something. It almost gives like a doily sort of effect. But of course it's in yellow gold as well, just to highlight those yellow diamonds, and everything just kind of comes together very peacefully. It still looks very even on either side. It's very balanced. And yeah, HeartShape Alexandrite, very, very hard to come by. I know I've already said that like 3 times today, but it is true. I cannot think of another time that we have had one. So if you are a HeartShape lover, I know maybe not everybody is, but for those of you who like the heart shape cutting on a stone, I know if you like the heart shapes, then you love heart shape everything. This is for our heart shape lovers out there. It is in the yellow gold right now. You can change the gold color if you want, but I definitely like it in the yellow gold. I think it just brings out the green in that stone a little bit more. But if you perhaps you like to see your Alexandrite to look slightly more blue, then get it in the white. That's just, you know, color theory. That's kind of how it works. But yeah, you can kind of play designer on this. So supposed to go out for $3,999. It is not going to be $39.99 today. For this one-of-a-kind heart-shaped Alexandrite, $39.99, it is not going to be $39.99 or $29.99, or we're not even going to do $1,999 for this one ring. We're not going to do $19.99 on it. It is just such a fun, maybe if you don't have an Alex already, this could be the one for you. It's very wearable for anyone, I feel. It's not too large if you're not a fan of large rings, but it's not teeny tiny, can't see it's like a speck of dust small either. Let me go ahead and try it on for you. It's just a very good classic size. It's not the diamonds are making it not seem too small and disappear on your hand, but it's not so large where you feel like you're making a statement everywhere you go. It's just a good size piece. It's a good starter Alexandrite, especially if you are into that shape and cutting. And of course it is color change as well, as because it is an Alexandrite. So $19.99, it is not going to be. It's not going to be $19.99 or $18.88 or even $1,777. Not going to be today. And because we are playing with the different sizes of diamonds on the side, even on the hand, you can see how it's creating a little bit more dimension. It almost looks like a flower from a distance. It's like it's blooming outwards. So that's very fun as well. There's a lot of thought and care that went into this particular ring. $17.77, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,499 for one very lucky caller. $14.99. And back on the wheel it goes. Very exceptional piece this ring is. And there's something about Alexandrites that also have that indescribable quality. I just love the color on that blue-green. That's very different from, say, like an indicolite, but it's still very unique. Maybe I'm kind of a sucker for blues, for greens, so that's just my personal colors. So Alexandrites have always called out to me in a way. $14.99. All right. Moving along. Like I said, got lots to go through. I apologize. Got a lot to go through today. So let's just keep it moving, shall we? Next up, we have something that we don't have very often, so let's just bring it out. Yeah, they're Paraiba earrings. We have quite a bit of Paraibas on the show, but we rarely have earrings, so very excited to bring this out. This is going to be item number 1115048. So as you can see, they're not just Paraiba earrings, they're Paraiba earring drops, which we usually, when we have two matching stones, we just put them into studs. So we made these into a pair of drops. This has a total carat weight of 1 carat 53 in the Paraiba stones alone, with 83 points and white diamonds all around it in this sort of almost bell-shaped curved mounting in this sort of earring to create that drop and the drama that comes with Paraiba stones such as these. And yeah, it's very hard to find Paraiba stones that match perfectly in shape and color and size, and these two match. These are a very, very close match, and even if they weren't that close, just the clarity of these two stones are so hard to find right now. Usually you see Paraibas, because of the copper within the stones, they naturally have inclusions. That's just kind of how they come. But for these earrings, the stones are pretty much as clean as you can get. You can see there's very minimal clouding throughout the stones there, and you can still see slight differences with them, but honestly, while they're on the ear, you cannot tell that they don't belong together. It is a very exceptional pair of earrings, as you can see here, and they are in the white gold. Right now, would definitely recommend you keep it in the white gold, just so you can preserve the luminosity and the vibrancy of those center stones there. But yeah, if you've had a Paraiba ring, maybe from us, maybe not from us, for a while, and you've been dying to get your hands on a pair of earrings just to match them, and these are oval cuts, so you know most of them do come in oval, so it should match very well. If you've been looking for something to match your Paraiba ring, this might be your chance to get them. And you know me, I love my drops, so I'd prefer this over studs any day. I just think they're more comfortable, they're more fun to wear, they just elevate your look so much more. So this is up my alley. For a pair of earrings like this with perfectly matched oval Paraiba stones, as clean as you can get oval Paraibas, we're looking at a price tag. We're supposed to let these go out for $89.99, but that is not going to be our price tag today. And if you're curious, they do have quite a bit of a drop. They're not too long. They're about an inch drop from the lever back itself. From the top of the lever back, it would be about 1.5 inches. Here it is against the hand, just so you can have a rough idea of how far they would drop. But of course, I can go ahead and try them on as well, so you can see exactly how they sit against the ear. But yes, even from this distance, you can see the brightness and the neon qualities of that stone. It is just beautiful. There's no other word to describe that. $89.99 it is not going to be, though. Let me bring this back on the wheel for right now. It is not going to be $89.99 or $79.99 or $6 or even $5,999 for probably, we never have Paraiba earrings. I know, because we get lots and lots of requests for Paraiba earrings, and we almost never have them. So if you've been eyeing a pair of earrings such as these, just grab them while you can. Just dial in early, because they will go to someone who loves this type of stone. $59.99. It is not going to be today. Not going to be $59 or even $4,999 First time it's up here, I can't believe they're letting me bring it down to this very, very low price, $49.99. It is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $3,999 for this one-of-a-kind Paraiba drop earrings. We can only do one because it would be very, very, very difficult, near impossible to find stones that match this well, again, that can fit into this sized mounting. So $39.99 is your final price, and let me go ahead and try one on for you, because maybe that's probably the best way to get the idea of how they would sit against the ear. So let me go ahead and try it on for you. It's here. I haven't done this in a while. I have to get used to the cameras. So here it is against the ear. As you can see, quite a bit of a drop, but still not so long that it would be too distracting, or it would hit you as you were moving your head as you walk or anything like that. Doesn't get tangled because of the lever back. It's just a very great everyday pair of earrings, if I do say so myself. It's just very fun, and of course, even from a distance on the ear, you can still see that it is in fact Paribas. It still has that neon quality. It is very bright and vibrant, and that pure cyan color that is so attractive to most people. It's just a great pair of earrings all around. So back on the wheel they go. Yeah, definitely a very classic pair of earrings to have in your collection. Even if you are not always a drop fan, perhaps of the weight, the way they dangle, these are definitely not uncomfortable by any means. They sit very lightly on the ear. They don't feel like they're going to drag them down as you wear them. So that's always a bonus. Sometimes, even for me who wears drops on the regular, there are certain earrings I avoid because they might drag down your piercing. They might feel uncomfortable as you wear them for long periods of time, but these definitely don't do that. Yeah, and even as they're just spinning away on the wheel there, the way those diamonds sparkle against the wheel, even as they were on the ear, as they were against the hand, they just look blinding. Perfect for any diamond lover as well. All right, moving on. Next up, we have something else that I have not shown in quite some time, but sticking to the sort of pale blue theme, but perhaps not in earrings. Next up, we have a very, very large turquoise ring. This is going to be item number 1120402. It's a 13 karat 31 round Sleeping Beauty turquoise with 1 karat 25 total in that single halo of diamonds around it. And like I said, not a small ring by any means, but it is a very classic way to wear it. Just a very straightforward round Sleeping Beauty turquoise with a single halo. This is as classic of a ring as you can get. We usually, like Joyce and I joke that rounds, they're not boring, but they're just very straightforward. Usually when you want colored stones, even with diamonds, round is what most people look for or they think of when they think of gemstones. And single halo can't get any more simple, straightforward like that. So if you want a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, if you want an opaque stone like this, but you don't want to have all that lace detailing, you don't want it to be too frilly, or you just want to stick with straight, no nonsense, this is the way to go. You have that very, very large center stone. You have that single halo of diamonds around it, just with 4 diamonds on, 2 on either side to just break that up slightly, and then diamonds on the shoulder. Very, very easy way to wear a turquoise, and if you are a fan of the large rings, yeah, this is kind of the whole package. And we always like to say, if you don't have a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, you should definitely get one, because Sleeping Beauty turquoises are one of those stones that, despite it being a blue and not such a neutral color, it's one of those colors that play very nicely with anything you have already existing in your wardrobe. It goes with everything for every occasion. If you have a formal, fancy party to go to. It works with any sort of cocktail dress you might have. If you're just going out in the world, running errands, just want to wear a t-shirt, jeans, that kind of day, Sleeping Beauty Turquoise goes well with that as well. It's just a very efficient, very versatile ring. And not ring, the stone itself. It's a very versatile stone to have in your collection. So if you don't have one and you've been looking for that everyday ring that you can wear, it's the one ring that can go with anything. A Sleeping Beauty Turquoise is going to be the way to go. And this one is definitely on the larger side, so it is definitely making much more of a statement. If you like to wear those large pieces on the regular, this is the one for you. And this one, we do only have one, and because it's hard for us to find Sleeping Beauty Turquoise of this large size. And of course, it does have to stay in the yellow gold, unfortunately, because we also don't usually carry mountings that normally fit 13 karat stones, so we normally make the mounting for this particular stone. So yellow gold only, if that's all right, but honestly, yellow, blue, they just kind of match the best. Most of our samples for Sleeping Beauty Turquoise come in yellow gold anyways, because that's actually the most popular color choice. So hopefully that's not a deal breaker, but if it is, maybe talk to your operators. Maybe they're going to feel lenient. But for something of this size, for something of this quality, we're supposed to let it go out for $4,999. But that is not going to be our price tag today. That's never our price tag. The first price is never our end all be all. $49.99 it is not going to be. Let me just try it on for you because I really want you to see exactly how large we're talking. It is a bit of a small ring for the ring size for my hand, so unfortunately that is far down as it can go, but if you were to resize it to your particular ring size, it will fit perfectly. But even as it's sitting on my knuckle right here, if it were sitting how a normal ring should, I can already tell it's pretty much going to go from the base of my finger to the first knuckle. So like I said, definitely not a small ring. So for those of you who like the drama in your everyday life, to wear the drama instead of being the drama, this is the ring for you. $49.99 it is not, though. You don't have to be dramatic for $49.99. Or even $39.99, or even $2,999. This is very exciting for me today, because we have got a brand new markdown on one of the largest Sleeping Beauty turquoises we have. Not going to be $2,999. Not going to be $29 or $28 or even $27. Not even going to be $2,700. Not going to be $26.99 today. That is crazy. You don't even have to be dramatic for $26.99 today. Brand new markdown today. We really want to go to a great home for those who, for someone who is the ultimate Sleeping Beauty turquoise lover, or anyone who's just wanting a very large turquoise in their collection. $26.99 it is not. Let's just blow it out. Lowest price it has ever been. Let's just make it $2,299 today for this great big Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Back on the wheel it goes, because up close, far away, it just looks massive. It has such a presence. It fills up the screen. It fills up any room it's in. It is just a great one-of-a-kind piece. Usually with turquoises, we always have one or two. We are able to do a couple of them, but for this one is completely one of its own. We do not have more than one. So if you like it, call in, because once it's gone, it is gone. All right. Lots of big pieces today already. That golden zircon, the crocodile, already had a lot of very, very large pieces today. So I promise not everything is the dramatic cocktail ring style. We do have some nicer, perhaps more everyday wearable pieces. But for right now, it seems like my subconscious is thinking that we need to go more dramatic. The more dramatic, the better. moving on. I did promise butterflies, and I haven't shown a single one today, so let's change that now, shall we? Next up, we have some cute little butterfly studs. So very fun. This is going to be item number 1121328. They are 25 points in diamonds in round white diamonds alone, and then you have 24 points in tapered baguettes in the earring as well. So very, very fun pair of earrings using multi-different shapes of diamonds to give a sort of more dimension instead of it just being a flat surface silhouette of a butterfly. It kind of gives it a little bit more ridges, a little bit more detail throughout the earring, but this is a great way to, oh, blah, blah, blah. Cannot speak, need to practice doing my vocal exercises. It's a great way to wear diamond studs without being just a single diamond on your ear like a classic diamond stud. They're much more fun. They have a little bit more personality to them while still being very dainty and everyday wearable and just very simple. A very detailed take on a simple classic. Yeah, these are very, very fun. This is, I believe, brand new today, so very excited to bring these out for you. Right now they're in the white gold. I believe they have to stay in the white gold, but with the baguette diamonds, the rounds, we just really want everything to seem very uniform and very classic, so white gold will be the way to go. And because we intended these earrings to be one of those everyday wearable pieces, we wanted to make it higher quality to make sure it lasts throughout the years. This is actually, we upgraded the gold. It's in 18 karat gold. So very fun news for us today. 18 karat gold for these very fun, dainty little earrings. And because they're so exceptional and so unique, we really wanted everyone to be able to grab a pair. They're a great pair to give as a gift if you have any daughters, granddaughters, anything like that, and you want to, or nephews and nieces, if you want to give for them, maybe think about it a little bit early if they have any upcoming birthdays. This is a great little pair of earrings to give them. And they were supposed to go out for $14.99, but we really wanted to make these a really fun gifting item. It's just one of those classics. We wanted to make it, because you wear it like such a classic, we wanted to make sure that everyone can get a chance to grab them and make it a classic, a staple in their wardrobe. So $14.99, it is not going to be today, not going to be $14.99 or $12.99 or even $999. And let me just show this against the hand right now just so you can see exactly how big we are talking. Like I said, not super large studs. They do have a slight larger size to them just so you can tell that they are in fact butterflies, but they'll still sit very nicely on the earlobe. They're not going to drop in any way, so it's still going to sit like a very classic stud. It's just a fun way to wear diamonds as a stud on your ear without just it being a round diamond stud. And $999, it is not going to be today. Not going to be $999 or $888 or even $777. Like I said, we really wanted to make this a very classic piece in your jewelry collection, in your wardrobe. And because they are just white diamonds, white gold white diamonds, they go with pretty much any existing outfit, any other jewelry you have in your collection. So that's great about it as well. It's a very versatile piece. $777 is not your price, however. Let's just blow it out. We want this to be an opportunity for everybody. So $777 it is not going to be. Let's make it $699 for these butterfly white diamond earrings, round and baguette diamonds for this pair. And of course, it's just such a fun pair to wear. If I'm like I said, I'm not personally a stud person, but if I did need to have a pair of studs that I wore every day, it'd be something like this. I'm definitely not someone who's happy wearing a round diamond in my ear every single day. This is the type of diamond earring, the diamond stud, that I want as my staple in my collection. I think this also would be very much Christine style. This is the type of stud. If she had to wear one pair of earrings for the rest of her life, this could be the one for her. Christine is very similar to me, as in we both like to wear drops, but the very rare times we like to wear studs, I feel like this would be the type. She's been very into her studs lately, so I feel like this would be very up her alley at this moment. She is nodding. She is agreeing with me. See, I know her. And let me go ahead and try it on for you just so you can see how it looks against the ear. Let me go ahead and try one on because I think that's probably the best way you can tell exactly how they look. They're not going to sit perfectly because I don't have a backing up here with me, but that is going to have to do. That's how it looks against the ear. As you can see, it still sits perfectly on the earlobe. It's not going to drop like some of our larger studs, so it doesn't sit like a drop. It still sits like a true stud, but it's just such a fun way to wear diamond studs, I think, versus just a round. I'm saying that a lot. Can you tell I don't like the classics? Yeah, very fun way. So even from a distance like this, you can tell that they are in fact butterflies, which I think is very special. All right, back on the wheel they go. And yeah, even if we were able to do this in any gold color, I think because of the fact that they are in fact covered in diamonds, if you were to get them in the yellow or rose gold, you wouldn't even be able to tell that they were in that gold color. And this way, the white diamonds just pop that much more. All right. Yeah, these are definitely a very, very fun pair of earrings. It's one of the more unique butterflies we've had. It's not exactly anatomically correct to an actual butterfly like some of our pieces, but it's fun nonetheless. It's shaped almost like a cartoon butterfly, but here at TVON, we love our butterflies, so any new piece we have that fits that motif usually suits our audience very well. Okay. Moving along, because I'm afraid that if these are up here for much longer, they're just going to fly away. Next up in our lineup, we have, let's just bring these off screen for right now. Next up we have, oh, look at that. We have a ruby gents ring. Wow, look at that. This is brand new today as well. This is going to be item number 1121362. It's a 2-carat oval Burma ruby, 2 carat exactly. Wow, we never really see that happen. Usually it's never exactly a whole carat, but it's 2 carats exactly for the oval center stone with 59 points in diamonds all around it in that halo, and it is set in the watch style, which is it's probably one of our most detailed gents ring mounting. It's not detailed in the sense that it has a lot of diamonds encrusting it and embellishing the gold, but the way the gold is made or formed around that stone, it just provides a lot of detail without having too many diamonds, which I know some of our gentlemen aren't that big a fan of. And with the yellow gold and the white diamonds, it contrasts perfectly well, and the yellow just kind of brings out that warmth in the ruby itself. Yeah, it's just a great, perfect gents ring all around. We almost never have gents rings, especially not in the rubies. I know if you've been watching us for a while, when we do have rings, most of the time they're ladies' rings, so much so that we always get requests to do more gentlemen's jewelry. But very excited we could bring this out, especially in a ruby, which I don't think we've had a ruby gents ring in a very, very long time. So if you have been eyeing a ruby gents ring, if you want something in this sort of watch style, this is the one for you. So there's something so classic and so traditional about having a ruby ring. So I think that this is definitely fits that sort of theme with the way that it's made, so that it's to resemble a classic watch. It's just bringing 2 classics together in a very detailed, ornate ring that is everyday wearable for a gentleman. out there. So if you want to give maybe any of you ladies want to gift your husband something nice, if any of you gentlemen are watching and just think, I need to treat myself instead of my wife sitting next to me all the time, this could be the ring for you. It's a very fun, very classic way to make a gems ring, and we're very excited to bring this out for you, and it is brand new today, and I'm sure it will not be here for very long, so grab it while you can. Right now it's in the yellow gold, and it does have to stay in the yellow gold. That's the way the designer intended it. For a stone of this quality, of this clarity, it does have to stay in the yellow gold. So hopefully that's not a deal breaker, but I think it just brings out the color of that stone so much more. It looks so warm, so much more inviting, and it's just to preserve the classic way that rubies are usually set in jewelry, in history. So that is the way it must come. And for a ring like this, 2 carats for the Burma ruby, incredible size. We hardly ever get anything over 1 carat nowadays. It's very, very hard for us to find, but now we have 2 carats and we set it in a gentleman's ring, so very, very hard to replicate something like this in the future. You're getting 2 carats in the rubies. You have almost 60 points in diamonds around it, and of course you have all that workmanship and gold all around it. For something like this, we're looking at a price tag of around $12,000. It was supposed to go out for $11,999, but we're not going to do that today. And let me, before I even just get down to it, let me just try it on for you, because this is such a great ring to wear. I mean, my fingers don't exactly fit this gentleman's ring, but even on my hand, if they did make this in lady size, I just love the detailing that the gold impressions provide. It's just such a fun ring to have. And $11,999 is not what we are going to do for you today. Not going to be 11, not going to be 10, or even $99.99 for this one-of-a-kind ruby gems ring. Not going to be $99.99 today. Back on the wheel it goes. It's such a fun piece, and it is brand new today, so I'm sure that even if it doesn't go today, it won't last the week. So $99.99, it is not going to be $89.99 or $79.99 or even $6,999 for our one only Burma Ruby gentleman's ring. I'm surprised that they even decided to make this. Usually they reserve the bigger rubies for ladies' rings, but we have been getting quite a bit of requests for the gentleman's pieces, so this is for those of you who have been keeping your eye on a ruby gems piece. This is for you. $69.99. It is not going to be today. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $5,999 for one very lucky caller who has been eyeing a large ruby in the gentleman's ring. I mean, we should do more large pieces in the gentleman's pieces, because gentleman's pieces tend to be just larger on average, and perhaps it just suits the mountings a little bit more. But yeah, this is for those of you who really like the big rubies, who really like big detailed gentleman's rings. $59.99. Even if you're not a fan of those and you just want to treat your husband or anything of that sort, it is a great piece to get. It's very hard to go wrong with ruby jewelry, because I feel like they are so classic and so well known that it's not going to cause disappointment. Let's put it like that. $59.99. All right, wow, time does fly. We're already almost an hour into the show. I forget how quickly time passes up here, but still have a lot to get through for the next 2 hours, so let's just keep it moving. Next up, we have, brand new gems ring does not want to go away just yet. but it needs to step aside for right now. Next up we have, oh, look at that, look at that. This is a cat's eye Alexandrite. This is item number 11200660. It's our 1 carat 89 oval cat's eye Alexandrite with 97 points in diamonds around it. Very fun mounting we have right here. It's got almost a halo, but it has the sort of almost signature style band, but with cutouts in the middle, almost looking like it's just gapping open or it's being pried open. It's very, very fun mounting, and it's a way to use negative space as part of a design for a ring, which is always fun. And of course, it's a special phenomena Alexandrite, meaning that they have the cat's eye, the light phenomena. So as the light hits it, it has that sort of line effect running throughout the stone. And because right now in the studio we have 2 light sources, you're seeing 2 lines, but normally if you're looking at it, if you have 1 light source, you'll just see 1. It's a very exceptional ring. We had this before, but it's got a brand new markdown today, so very excited to bring this for our very exclusive audience today. And the cat's eye Alexandrites, we've had a lot of cat's eye indigolites in the last couple months, and because of that we have been requested to bring out more cat's eye Alexandrites, because I think those were one of the few we had in the past. And for a while it was becoming very hard to find stones that meet our TVON standards, but we have found some, and this is among one of them. And we are very excited to bring this to you because of that distinct light phenomena that is present in the stone. So we were supposed to let this one go out for $79.99, but we have given it a brand new price just for today. It is in the white gold right now, but you can get it in any gold color you want, white, yellow, or rose. I think white gold, yellow gold, both look fantastic. I personally have not seen an Alexandrite in the rose gold yet, so I'm going to hold off judgment, hold off giving an opinion on that just now, but I have seen it in yellow gold and it still looks fantastic. $79.99 it is not going to be today, however. Not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 or even $5,999 today. Let me just try this on for you. It's a great everyday wearable size. It's not too large, not too small, and as you can see, I mentioned the negative space as a sort of design element. As you wear it, you can't really see the gap. It creates more of a shadow throughout, so it almost looks like you have a bar of a different type of material through it, but no, it's all part of the design. It's playing with the emptiness as a part of the ring, and I think it's kind of funny because this is a cat's eye Alexandrite and the gaps almost looks like eyes that are slightly open. They're squinting eyes, so I think that's a very funny joke, a secret joke, inside joke. So very fitting. And $59.99 it is not going to be for this ring, not going to be $59 or $49 or even $3,999. I told you we were bringing it down to a new low. Not going to be $39.99 today on this Friday evening, Friday late afternoon. $39.99 it is not going to be. Not going to be $39.99 or $38.88 or even $3,777 for this one-of-a-kind cat's eye Alexandrite. And even from this far you can see that cat's eye phenomena just moving through the stone, beaming throughout the stone there. And when you don't move, it just looks like there's just a sort of design maybe brushed on the stone, but as you move you can see, nope, that's just inherent to what the stone is. $37.77 it is not. Back on the wheel it goes. Back on the wheel it goes. And I love how the different light sources kind of determine the cat's eye imprint. Almost looks different with the different light sources, so that's very interesting. Also not easy to see at all. And $37.77 it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Brand new price today, brand new markdown. Let's just make it $3,499 for this one-of-a-kind cat's eye Alexandrite in the almost, I'm gonna think of this as a squinty eye mounting from now on, because as I was wearing it, it does look like eyes that are squinting, just slightly. $34.99 for this one-of-a-kind piece. Again, not the first time it's been up here, but I'm sure it's going to find its rightful home very, very soon. And with this item, we are officially at the top of the hour. So hello to anyone who has just joined us, and maybe it's you're watching in a certain part of the country. It's getting kind of late for you, so if you have to sign off, I understand. So, but yes, hello to all of our new viewers. Thank you for being here today. If anyone has any special requests, feel free to give us a call and let us know. We'd be happy to bring them out for you. And yeah, we still have a lot to get through in the next 2 hours, so let's just keep it moving, shall we? Next up, after the Cat's Eye Alexandrite, we have, ooh, look at that. That is a gorgeous stone. This is going to be item number 1120310. It is a 1 carat 94 emerald cut Burma spinel. I know normally when we say spinel, you usually see the merengue pinks. Occasionally you see the blues, but this is a Burma spinel. It has that sort of purple pink color to it, and it has 82 points in diamonds in first the halo around the stone, and then you have that split shank as well as the top and bottom almost shielding the initial halo. It is a exceptional stone. We don't see these here very, very often, especially not one of that color. It's just that beautiful, vibrant purple pink. It's not, I feel like it's one of those stones that is more purple than it is pink, but it's pretty much right on that border. So it might change depending on who you ask, but it is just an exceptional stone. The depth of color on that stone is fantastic. I don't think we've ever seen a spinel quite like this one, and of course it's in the emerald cut, which very classic cut, favored by many. Personally, one of my favorites as well. It's elongating. It's just there's no shortage of praises to sing about this stone. It is an exceptional piece, and right now it's in the white gold, but you can do any gold color you want, white, yellow, rose. I think just because I've never seen a stone of this color quality, I would personally keep it in the white, but that's just me, my personal opinion. But you can do whatever you want on this ring. Now, for this, because I believe it's the first time we are bringing this out for our TVON audience, we should have just kept this in our vaults, in our private collection, but no, we decided to bring it into the light and bring it out into the world. We were supposed to let it go out for $3,999, but that is not what we are going to do today on this exceptional ring. It's got to find a great home today. It is just too good to pass up. I'm dying to try it on. It is such a cool ring with the color of that stone. It's so hard to find in any other stone. Like, how is it possible that on the hand from a distance it looks even more purple? It looks more of a true purple versus the purple pink that you see close up. It is very elusive, but it does look like a true purple color. It is magnificent, and of course you have the split shanks as well. Again, a way to play with negative space. And emerald, there's just something so elegant about emerald cuts as well. It's a great ring all around. $39.99 it is not going to be though today. It is just a gorgeous ring, and we should let it go for that much, but it's not going to be. Not going to be $39.99 or $29.99 or even $1,999 on this Friday late afternoon to early evening. $19.99 it is not going to be. Back on the wheel it goes. It is just I just cannot stop staring at the depths of that stone. It is so magnificent. It is my personal favorite color of the season. $19.99. It is not going to be 19 or 1888 or even $1,777 for this brand new Burma Spinel today. $17.77. It is not going to be $16.99. It is not going to be. It needs to get out of here. It needs to find its forever home, because I'm sure once you receive it, whoever does decide to receive it is going to fall in love at first sight, just like I have just now. $16.99. It is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,599 for the brand new Burma Spinel. It is definitely one of those fall in love at first sight type of pieces. It is exceptional. It is beautiful. It's magnificent. You just cannot beat the color and the uniqueness of the stone. You cannot find anything like this anywhere else. Even if maybe, oh, you're thinking, oh, but I love the stone, I don't love the mounting. Is it possible you can do something else, something similar? The chances of us saying yes are very, very low. There's almost absolutely no guarantee that we are going to be able to find a stone quite of this quality ever again. So if you like it, just grab it while you can. Definitely for one of those collectors, because I know we have a lot of collectors within our midst. It is definitely a collector's piece. And speaking of purple pinks, let's just pop this beauty in just for a second, because it is also brand new today, and it's it's kind of on the similar vein, but this one's definitely more pink than purple. This is also brand new, I believe. This is item number 1121353. And I did say we had a lot of butterflies today, so I thought it was fitting to bring one in again near the top of our second hour or first hour. We're in our second hour now. So in the beginning of our second hour, bring in another butterfly. This is one of the largest butterfly rings we have had. It has 2 carat 15 in round rubies throughout, with 30 points in diamonds on the body, as well as a pattern in the wings as well. This is such an unique way we did a butterfly. Like I said, we've had a lot of butterflies in the past, but this one has such a unique patterning to the wings. It's definitely more on the design heavy side, and it is more anatomical than, say, the stud earrings we had just now. So it is very unique in terms of butterflies. And I have to wonder if this was inspired by a butterfly that actually exists, but if it wasn't, it is beautiful nonetheless. And again, for any of those pink lovers out there, this is very much for you. You have the rubies, you have the diamonds, and then along the edges you see the black rhodium, just to make everything pop a little bit more, everything stand out. Apart from the gold, apart from the diamonds, it just gives it a great blank canvas to work with. This is a very, very fun designer piece, and like I said, I just took it out of the bag and I could not believe how large this ring is. I will try it on for you in just a moment, but if you can see the band in the back, how much wider the wingspan is versus the band. So definitely not for those of you who are looking for a small butterfly ring. This is for those of you who either really love butterflies or just really like big rings. And for something like this, brand new, we were going to let it go for $49.99, but that is not going to be our price today. Not going to be $4,999 today. Let me just try it on for you right now, because this is definitely, I'm usually not a big ring person, but for this one I can convert. This is such a large ring. Look at the width of that. It's basically reaching the midpoint of, I'm wearing it on my ring finger right now, it's almost reaching the midpoint of my middle finger and the midpoint of my pinky. So it spans about 2 fingers worth, but it is sitting on one finger alone. It is a very large ring for anyone who loves dramatics, who loves wearing large pieces, or if you just want to have a large butterfly on your hand at all times, which why wouldn't you? Grab it while you can. $49.99, and it's not going to be $49 or $39 or even $2,999. And right now it is in the white gold. It just has the rhodium black, and it does need to stay that way. It is a designer piece, so white gold it's going to have to stay. But $29.99, it is not going to be today. Back on the wheel it goes. It is just exceptional. It's so big. If you like the big rings, $29.99, it is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,999 for this brand new butterfly piece. We have a lot of new butterfly pieces today. So $19.99, and it is yours. It is such an exceptional fun piece. You have the little antenna as well. I feel like sometimes we forget that butterflies have antenna. So in jewelry we like to opt out of it, but no, we made sure to include it in this piece, and then it has almost like the eyes that it's coming out of. It's just a fun piece. It almost looks like the pattern almost looks like something you'd find on like a zebra or a different mammal, but it's on a butterfly, and it strangely it works. It works. Christine, would you wear this piece? It is a large butterfly. It is very dramatic, just like me and yourself. She is denying her inner drama queen, which as a drama queen myself, I find slightly offensive. Don't deny it. $19.99. Let's get it out of here. Yeah, the pink was the right way to go. I think if we used blue sapphires or if we used any other color, it wouldn't have had the same effect, but the rubies just bring this piece to life. Are you taking something? Oh, so that spinel's gone. The Burma spinel. The 1 carat 94, the one I just had before this. All right, thank you so much. Whoever got that will love it. That is a great piece. All right, $19.99 for the big pink butterfly. So let's move it along. Let's move on, shall we? Let's see. This is a piece that I've had in my mind for a long time, and I have been counting down the days until I can show it. So I'm very glad that that day is today. I mean, I'm always excited to bring out, but this one I am extra excited to bring out to everybody today because it is beautiful. Ooh, not it being distracting right now. There we go, much better. This is a blue sapphire. It is a gorgeous ring. This is item number 1119305. It's our 3 carat 04 blue sapphire with 2.3 carats in white diamonds. You have round and baguettes throughout that mounting right there. And it is an exceptional ring. This was a ring that it's just unforgettable. So hard to find a blue sapphire of this color, of this size, and on top of that we put it on basically what can only be described as a shield of a mounting. It's definitely one of our museum worthy rings. I'm just holding it up just so you can see what it looks like straight on, because it will not stand on its own as it is standing on a point. But it is an exceptional piece. It is very, very unique and very, very hard to find anything like it anywhere else. And it is so large, it's actually, we have the measurement from the top to bottom. It is an inch from top to bottom, so it will basically sit from knuckle to knuckle on an average person's finger. It is no small ring, which is fitting for a stone that is large on its own. And this one does have to stay in the white gold, and it is one of our museum level pieces. We were originally going to let it go out for $12,999, but we really want it to go to someone who can really appreciate the beauty and the unique style of this ring. So $12,999 is not our price today. Not going to be 12 or 11 or even $10,999 for this ring. And I just wanted to bring it out for you just so it's been stuck in my mind, so it's only fitting that I share the love and have it stuck in everyone else's mind. $10,999. It is not $99.99. It's not even going to be $89.99. We wanted to make this a very special opportunity for everybody to own a 3-carat sapphire that has almost 2.5 carats of diamonds in it. So $89.99 it's not going to be. Let's just make it $8,888, and let me just try it on for you because it is too beautiful to not have on the hand at least once. Because look at that. Like I said, it is basically just a shield of blue and diamonds. It is so beautiful, and with the way the baguettes are set, with the rounds in it, it almost looks like a snowflake, and then surrounded by what could be considered a halo. It is a gorgeous piece. And it's a shield. It is actually a shield with the shape and the size of it being considered, but it's such a delicate shield. It has, again, playing with negative space, using the space as a design element of itself to make the diamonds shine even brighter, so you're not just looking at a shield of white. It is a exceptional, one-of-a-kind piece, and even as I'm moving, the depth of color on that stone is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It's still very much blue with sapphires. Sometimes you don't want it to be too dark because you can't tell that it is in fact blue, but this one you can definitely still see that it is a true blue color. That perfect royal blue color. And back on the wheel it goes. This one is a magnificent piece. All right. Moving on, I feel like I've had a lot of rings right now, so let's just bring out something that's not a ring for once. This is a piece that I saw and I immediately thought, I want to show this today. This is a bangle, and I usually am not a bangle person, but I would make an exception for this bangle. This is item number 1117825. It has been here for a little bit, but we're going to bring it down to a brand new low today, so it definitely needs to go to a great home. It does have 97 points and diamonds all around it. As you can see, the star of the show is not so much the diamonds, but the detailing, the intricate vines, the intricate branches shape of this bangle. When I saw it, I thought if this were like a crown or a circlet that you could wear on your head, that would be a great costuming piece, but it is a bracelet. So it's so different from any of the other bangles that we've had. It's something that it has a lot more detail, it's more nature inspired, versus other bangles is usually very straightforward. It's just a band of gold, sometimes with 2 rows of diamonds. This one is definitely very unique, and from first glance you can't even tell where the hinge is or where the closure would be, but that just shows how seamless everything is, how effortless it looks on the wrist. It is just a magnificent piece, and because of the level of design and detail that is within this bangle, it does have to stay in the white gold, and it is a size 7 and it has to stay that way. It should fit a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist, but it is just an exceptional piece. It is, like I said, it's my personal exception bangle. It is the bangle I would wear every day if I wanted to wear it every day. And I'm not a bangle person. If I had anything on my wrist, it would have to be a bracelet because I'd want it to move. I don't like being restricted, but I would make an exception just for this one. It is definitely right up my alley. There's something so natural and delicate about wearing a bangle like this, even though bangles are notoriously known for just being rigid and stiff. There's something that looks so flowy and almost malleable about this one. And for something like this, it was supposed to go out for $39.99, but like I said, we have brought it down to a brand new low today. We have brought it down to a brand new low because we really want it to go to its forever home. $39.99, it is not going to be $39 or $29 or even $19.99 on this Friday evening. I think I can officially safely say it's now evening. $19.99, it is not going to be $19.99. It's not going to be $17.77 or even $1,599. Not today. Let's just blow it out. Brand new low, brand new price. Want it to go to a great home. Let's just make it $1,499. You're getting almost an entire carat in diamonds. You're getting even more gold, and it is set in the 18 karat gold because we really want it to be something that you can, in fact, wear every day, like how I would. So $14.99 is your final price. That is a great deal. And it's just one of the, like I said, it's the bangle I would wear daily if I had it. If I wore bangles all the time, this would be the one I'd wear every day. $14.99. And let me just go ahead and try it on for you so you can see exactly what it looks like against the wrist. It does have a single figure 8 on this side, so let me just close it. There it is, what it looks like. Ooh, I'm just holding it close so it's easier for me to take off, but that's what it looks like against the hand. Like I said, very, very natural looking. It doesn't look as rigid as most bangles look typically. It has more of a organic feel to it versus the traditional bangle. It's not as stiff and rigid looking. It's definitely more delicate, more dainty, but you can still see the diamonds shining through even from a distance on the leaves there, and the branches of course are all mirror finish gold, so everything is just perfectly contrasted. You can see everything as the designer intended. It's just a fantastic bangle. Right now it's in the white gold and it does have to stay in the white gold, and even though it is all just one very monochromatic scale, it's just white all around, it still has depth, it still has dimension, and that's all you can really ask for. $14.99. And back on the wheel it goes. It is a very unique piece that I am shocked is still here after so long. Okay. Moving on. Next up we have, like I said, didn't want to bombard you with even more rings, so let's move on to a pair of earrings, shall we? And this one, it's on a card, so I do have to stand it up on something. Look at that. Ooh. Sapphire earrings. We already had one big sapphire ring, so why not bring big sapphire earrings to go with it? This is going to be item number 1121305. These are designer blue sapphire earrings. They have 3 karat 43 total in pear-shaped blue sapphires, and you have 8 blue sapphires throughout both ears. You have 58 points in tapered baguettes, and of course you have 63 points in addition in round white diamonds. So lots of diamonds, lots of sapphires. And because we made it to last, it's also in the 18 karat gold as well. So just everything is upgraded in one exceptional piece. This is such, yeah, I don't think we've ever had blue sapphire earrings quite this large in anything. You have the 3 karat 43, almost 3.5 carat, 58 points in baguettes, 63 points in whites. I don't think we've ever had quite a masterpiece such as this one in blue sapphires. And blue sapphire earrings are also among our very highly requested pieces here at TVON. So if I know perhaps not these specifically aren't in your request the list if you have a list of things you want to see, but I'm sure that this will soon create or soon be at the top of your list because they are so exceptional. Let me just show this against the hand because I just need to show you a scale of exactly how large they are. Look at that. They are definitely not small. They have about an inch drop, a little more, actually about exactly an inch drop. So not too big of a drop, but they make up for that in width and just bling itself. It is the definition of blingy jewelry. It is quite a large. Back on the wheel they go. Let me just set it down right now. There it is. It is just an exceptional pair of earrings, and they should be in a museum somewhere or on some royal in some foreign country, but this is your chance to dress up like a foreign dignitary or a diplomat. I feel like this is the type of piece that you would wear going to a gala or some fancy charity event. This pair of earrings, they were supposed to go out for $69.99, but that is not what we are going to do today. We want this to be a chance for everyone to live out their princess dreams at least once. We want everyone to be able to do that. So $69.99, it is not going to be $69.99 or $59.99 or even $4,999 for this pair of earrings. Not going to be today. Not going to be $49.99. It is just a showstopper. And maybe, like I said, I like drops. If you don't like drops, or if you don't like very long drops, they are not incredibly long. They're just an inch. But they make up for it in the width, so it still looks very large without it feeling too large. And $49.99 is not your price today. Not going to be $49.99 or even $39.99 on this Friday evening. It is brand new today. Really want it to go to a great home because they are exceptional. They're so unique. We'll never find a pair of earrings quite like this one. Not ever. So not going to be $39.99 today. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,999 for this showstopper of a piece today. It is just gorgeous, and I am dying to try one on right now, so I'm gonna have to leave you with a blank screen for just a moment while I grab one of them, and then I will go ahead and try it on the ear for you just so you can see how it looks like against the ear, because it is a exceptional pair of earrings that I feel like I am very excited just to try them on. But if you ever need a pair of earrings to have in your inventory just for that one occasion that may or may not ever happen, but you just need it in your jewelry collection for the off chance that it does, this is the one for you. And it does come with extra large backings, so you can get a grip on them when you put them on, and also to stabilize the earring on the ear. Ooh, maybe my hands are a little bit jittery about putting them on, but oh, I meant to put it on the other, but that's okay. Here it is against the ear. As you can see, very, very, they are big, big, blingy pieces. Not super long in terms of length, but they are large nonetheless. They are definitely not for the faint of heart, not those of you who like to wear dainty, teeny tiny jewelry. This is a big pair of earrings. Just for those of you who like lots and lots of sparkle and shine throughout your wardrobe, this is the one for you. And blue sapphires also has that very unique quality where it's hard to mess up matching the blue sapphires. It kind of goes with anything you have. If you have a very classic black dress, white dress if you're wearing blues, even pinks if you're wearing a very vibrant fuchsia, I feel like blue sapphires kind of contrast it in a way that makes it look even more elegant. It's just very hard to go wrong with a classic pair of blue sapphire earrings, and these are far from classic, but it is a classic stone. So back on the wheel they go. Yes, definitely not for the faint of heart for this Very modern take on a very, very classic piece. And now I'm having a hard time taking it off, so I think this is its way of telling me that I should be pretending to be a foreign dignitary every single day. All right. Moving on. Gotta stop pretending to be the queen of some fake country. Moving on, we have another brand new today. Let's take these off for just a second. Another brand new today that is, wow, showstopper. This is going to be item number 1120398. This is a 1.5 carat, exactly 1.50 pear-shaped Savarite with 74 points and white diamonds all around it in that sort of double halo leaf mounting that we so love here at TVON, and of course the split shank as well, with the sort of taper tips to bring the more natural element of the leaves, just reinforcing that. This is such an exceptional stone. That is such a pretty color on a Savarite. I almost said sapphire, so my mind is still on earrings. But look at the color of that stone. That is just the perfect spring green. There are so many shades of green. I was just talking to Joyce about different shades of green the other day, and how they bring out different emotions in us, and you want to have different shades of green to feel different emotions. But this one is just, it just makes you feel happy. It makes you feel excited. It's that this stone brings out that particular emotion. Yeah, it's a carat 50 pear-shaped sapphire. It is, but it looks a lot larger than it actually is. It looks quite long. I'll try on in just a moment, but as I was looking at it through the bag, I was like, this could easily be a 2 carat stone, but no, it's a carat 50. And then you have the 74 points in diamonds around it as well, in that sort of swirling leaf pattern to give it even more surface area, to make it, again, seem larger than it is. It just looks very luxury, looks very expensive, while still bringing a sense of joy and happiness to the piece. And this is, I believe, also on the newer side. It was supposed to go out for $69.99, but that is not what we are going to do today on this one-of-a-kind Savarite. It is in the white gold, and you can actually do any gold color you want. I do quite like it in the white gold because it makes that green really stand out, but of course you can get it in the yellow if you're feeling more, if you want to give it more of a springtime vibe. I feel like if you set it in the yellow, it would feel a little bit more like spring. But yeah, if you want to maintain the color, definitely keep it in the white. $69.99 is not what it's going to be though today. Not going to be $69.99 or $59.99 or even $4,999 today. Not going to be. Let me just try it on for you, because it feels like a very large ring, even though maybe the numbers did not seem like what I thought they were. But look at that. Look at the ring. It goes from basically the base of my finger almost to the knuckle. I know it's not sitting exactly at the base right now, so it doesn't quite exactly hit the knuckle, but it is still a very large ring nonetheless for 1.5 carat Savarite. And like I said, with the swirling leaf design, it gives it much more surface area, so it does sit like a very large ring on the hand. And if you're a green lover, if you just love springtime and anything that brings you joy, this is definitely the piece for you. $49.99, it is not going to be, however, not going to be $49.99 or $39.99 or even $2,999, not going to be $29.99 today. Let's just blow it out. It's brand new. Let's make it $1,999 on this fabulous Friday evening. $19.99. And back on the wheel it goes. It is such an exceptional piece. it's fitting that they're all leaves around the halo, and then you have the green that's almost like a leafy green, and it's in the pear shape as well, which in some angles also resembles leaves. It's just leaves everywhere. Leaves on leaves on leaves. Yes, spring green versus emerald green versus mint. Too many shades of green to count, but there's something just so exceptional about this particular one. And Savorites also recently, I feel like we've been getting quite a few requests for Savorites as well. Perhaps some that are slightly more wearable, but also some that feel very large, and this definitely ticks that box of feeling very large without having to break the bank, so to say. It is a very, very exceptional, fun piece, perfect for spring or summer, considering it is summer right now. It's just, it brings a sense of happiness. Even if you were to wear it when it's not spring or summer, it will bring the feeling of spring or summer to whatever season you're wearing it in. Okay. Moving on. Let's bring out a piece that I have not seen in a while, but I fall in love with every time I see it. This is item number 1118372, and it's yet another variation of our bubble ring. This is our bubble ring with 1 carat 13 total in diamonds, in the bubbles in the center there, but also in the band going across the top and the bottom. I haven't seen this in quite a while, but it's, again, another fun variation of our bubble styles. I know we have a lot that use this sort of motif. I think first it was with pink diamonds and white diamonds, and they were bubbles framing the top and bottom with just rows of diamonds in the middle, and this is kind of the inverse of that, but this one uses a lot more negative space, and it sits much more like a band. So I feel like this one has more classic feeling. It's more everyday wearable. It's less design heavy. It's definitely on the more traditional side. And this is also one of those pieces where if you get in multiple gold colors, you can change up the vibe of the way the ring looks. Right now it's in the yellow gold, of course, but you can also get in the white and rose gold as well. If you get in the white gold, definitely it will feel much more even throughout. You'll see less of the border of gold. And with the yellow gold, it gives a little bit more warmth, and with the rose gold, it definitely looks the most modern, the most youthful in a way. And this is very, very fun for me to bring out. I feel like after a while, after some pieces have been in the vault for a while, they deserve to be brought out into the light, just to be appreciated after some time. So this ring's chance to do that. It's chance to shine in the world, to get some vitamin D. This one, when we first debuted it, it was going to go out at $19.99, but that ultimately was not the price that we decided on. $19.99, we thought, for $19.99, we don't want to do that to our TVON audience. So $19.99, it is not going to go for. Not going to be $19.99 or $14.99 or even $1,299 for this very, very fun take on a classic way to wear a band. It is almost like a band, I feel. Even though it does have cutouts and it's not just one piece of gold all around, it does sit very much like a band ring. And $1,299, it is not going to be today. $12.99, it is not. Let's just make it $999. It is its chance to grab all the nutrients it needs while it was in the vault for so long. Let me just try it on the hand for you right now. Like I said, on the hand, as you can see, it does sit very much like a band ring, I feel. It does while it's not just a strip of gold, the way that the cutouts and the row of diamonds on the top and bottom sit, because it's very straight and smooth, it sits very much like a band ring, but it has that fun bubble pattern in the middle as well. So it's just a fun design to have that you can wear on the daily. If you would like, it's also a ring that you can wear on multiple fingers. You can wear on your index finger, your thumb. It's just a fun way to spice up your hand on the daily basis. It is a great piece to have. And back on the wheel it goes. I feel like my voice can pick up that I've been slacking on on exercising my vocal muscles. It is starting to feel the strain. But $999 for this one. $999 it goes. Okay. Moving on. Next up, we have another brand new piece. Like I said, I had a lot of new today. I feel like I didn't spend the first hour on very many new pieces, but that is about to change. So let's bring the band ring away just for a second. And we have, ooh, look at that. Also brand new, but doesn't seem very new because it is just a classic bridge mounting, but the color of that stone is blowing my mind right now. This is item number 1120767, and it's a 1 carat exactly oval Mahenge pink spinel with 99 points in diamonds in our classic bridge mounting. I know it doesn't look like something that we've never had before, but trust me, this is brand new because we have never seen that stone before. Wowza, look at the vibrancy, the saturation of that stone. It is definitely the definition of hot pink for this spinel. We already had a Burma spinel, very unique, that purple pink shade, but this one is truly the iconic hot pink color, and it's so vibrant and deep. It's not surface level pink. You can tell that is pink all the way through, and even through you can see the diamonds that are running through the bottom of that mounting. This is just a great classic ring. Anyone who has been eyeing a Mahenge pink spinel but maybe hasn't found one that quite meets their expectations in terms of saturation, this is the one for you. And of course, set in the bridge mounting that we all know and love. You cannot go wrong with this piece. If you don't already have a Mahenge pink spinel, this could be the one. This is the ultimate one. It is a great size. It's just everything about it is like the Goldilocks of Mahenge pink spinel. It's not too dark, and it doesn't run too purple, doesn't run too red. It is truly, truly that perfect pink color. It's not too light, not too dark, and the mounting is just the catch-all. It is the one that everyone loves. It is a great, fantastic piece to go for, and it's supposed to go out for $69.99. But that is not going to be our price today. Not going to be $69.99. Let me just try this on for you, because that color, I just want to see if from a distance if it looks exactly the same, and it does. It is still that beautiful, vibrant, saturated pink. It is as saturated of a pink as you can go, I believe. You can't get much more pink than this. If you add more red, it will lean too much towards red. If you add more blue, if you were to make it more blue, it would look too purple. It's just the perfect hot pink ring. And $69.99, it is not going to be $5 or $4 or even $39.99 today. Not going to be $39.99. And of course, classic bridge mounting, the most requested mounting. Just I think today or yesterday, we had someone call in asking, oh, I have a stone in my collection and I really want to turn into a ring, and I'm pretty sure I want it in a bridge mounting because it's just, I love the amount of diamonds in it. It looks great. It's not too thin. It's the perfect medium style band for my stone, and we are going to make it for her. So yeah, by the way, if you ever have a stone that you want to turn into a ring, you can always call our customer service and they'll be happy to let you know if it is possible for us to turn it into a ring for you, because we can do that as well. But yeah, needless to say, bridge mounting is probably number one, if not number one, number two most popular mounting here. And $39.99. It is not going to be today. It's not even going to be $2,999. Back on the wheel it goes. I cannot believe we're not even going to make this $29.99 for a stone that special, that beautiful. You're getting a carat stone, and then you're getting almost another entire carat of just diamonds and all that gold. The reason I think most people love the bridge mounting is because it has a lot of diamonds, it has a lot of gold. It's a very sturdy, very I was going to say sustainable, not sustainable. The ring has a lot of substance. It's a very sturdy type ring, and it's not even going to be for $29.99 today. Let's just blow it out. This ring deserves to find its ultimate home, probably in Barbie's dream house somewhere, but I know that's probably impossible. $29.99 it is not going to be. It's not going to be $29.99 or $28.88 or even $2,777. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $24.99. $2,499 for this one. That is it. That is all. It has got to go. I feel like at this point we should call our bridge mounting the signature mounting because of how many people request it, how many people have it. At least one ring in this sort of mounting. Some people, they have every stone imaginable in this mounting as well. So yeah, we should rename it to signature mounting, but then it would just get too confusing. $24.99 for this exceptional, magnificent piece. $24.99. Hot pink, almost Barbie. Actually, I think it's a little bit even too much pink for Barbie. All right. Moving along, another one of our classics that I thought I should bring out because it's also been a while. Let's just bring this one off just for now. Next up we have one of our tennis bracelets. It's one of our bezel set tennis bracelets, no less. Gotta zoom out so you can appreciate it in all its glory. This is item number 1117573. This is our 2-carat 66 white diamond tennis bracelet, and it is our bezel set tennis bracelet. And the reason I decided to bring this one out is because I noticed that while I was on vacation, I did notice a lot of people just wearing tennis bracelets out, and I was not going to fancy parties. I was not going to very formal settings. I was just out going to the beach. I was out shopping, just doing daily sort of activities, very casual settings, and I would see people rocking these tennis bracelets all the time with the most casual of clothes, and it just made them look so much more put together. It made them look like they put in so much effort when perhaps they really did not. And that's when I realized, wow, these sort of smaller tennis bracelets, they actually are the most versatile piece of jewelry you can own, because so many people just wear them out with the most basic clothing, and it makes them look so much more elevated. It's the smaller tennis bracelets and the smaller tennis necklaces. That is what I have learned. So it pays to be a people watcher when you're out in the public, I suppose. But yes, it is just, so as soon as I came back, I'm like, we should show smaller tennis bracelets, because I have quickly realized we have a lot of requests for really large tennis bracelets and tennis necklaces, which is great. They definitely provide an extra level of luxury, but they're not the most practical thing to wear if you're just out grocery shopping or walking your dog. I've seen people wear these smaller tennis bracelets just to go out and do exactly those things: grocery shop, walk their dog, run errands, and it just makes them look so much more put together and look like they know what they're doing. So I decided we gotta bring them out. I feel like I need to tell people that this is the way to make yourself seem like you know what you're doing, even when you might not, like how I feel most of the time. So we wanted to give you this very classic piece, and we wanted to give you a great deal while doing so. And the great thing about this particular bracelet, with it being a bezel setting, it is 2 carat 66 total in diamonds, but with the bezel set around each diamond, it does feel slightly larger than they would if they were just prong set. And also with the bezel setting, you don't need to worry about if you're wearing knits. I know a lot of people like to wear their tennis bracelets with certain knits, and sometimes you're afraid that your sweaters or your shirts would get caught on the prongs of those bracelets, so you will not get that with this particular one. For this one, we were supposed to let it go out for $44.99, but that is not our price today. And we can do this in any gold color you want, white, yellow, or rose. Right now, it is the 7-inch tennis bracelet. That's how long the strand of diamonds is. If you need it to be extended, you should talk to your operator, because I believe we can do that. There just might be an extra fee. So $44.99, it is not going to be today. We really want this to be one of those pieces that you can wear every day, that you can match with any outfit. And if you need it to be a different gold color, definitely get that. Just whatever you feel like you would wear the most, white, yellow, or rose. $44.99, it is not going to be. It's not even going to be $39.99 or even $34.99. This is we really want this to be attainable to all. It is one of those pieces that everyone should have in their inventory. Before, I never would understand that everyone should have this exact one. I would understand for a particular stone, like everyone should have a turquoise, or everyone should have a sapphire or a diamond piece, but maybe not a particular one. Well, I have since then changed my tune. Everyone should have one tennis bracelet. I think I also said on air once that I don't think everyone needs one, but I am retracting that statement and saying that everyone needs one tennis bracelet, and it doesn't even need to be a very large one. It could be a very small, dainty one, and it will look fabulous. $34.99, it is not going to be today. Not even going to be at $29.99 today. We really want this to go to multiple very great jewelry lovers. Even if you're not particularly an aficionado in jewelry, if you're not a jewelry collector, you're just looking to accessorize or spice up your normal outfits, this is a great way to do so. So $29.99 is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,499 for the 2 carat 66 bezel set tennis bracelet. And of course, if this particular tennis bracelet is not exactly the size you're looking for, if you want diamonds that are bigger, if you want diamonds that are smaller, you can always talk to your operator, give us a call, place a request. I'm sure we can bring them out for you, because we have very many different variations of our tennis bracelet. If you don't like the bezel set, we also do have prong set tennis bracelets as well. So just talk to your operator, and they will let you know exactly what we have, and we can bring out exactly what you need. And let me just try this one on, because I want you to see exactly how large this bracelet is. It is, like I said, not so large where it looks like it's too much for just running daily errands, but it's just that perfect size where it's just decorating a little bit, elevating your everyday looks just slightly. It is a great piece. $24.99. And of course, right now it's in the white gold. If you get yellow or rose, the beautiful thing about the bezel set is you can still see the actual gold color if you do decide to change it. So you can see the ring of yellow gold or rose gold. It's great to customize it. And back on the wheel it goes. Oh, and now it's sitting kind of funkily. There we go. That's much better. It is a fantastic, beautiful ring, or not ring, it's a bracelet, but it's just a staple. It's an essential in your collection. All right. Moving on from tennis bracelets, let's just move it right along. But these are always here, and I am now a strong advocate for everyone getting one. Ooh, I put that upside down. Next up, we have an aqua. Spoiler. We have a heart-shaped aquamarine ring. Look at that. This is item number 1120246. It's our 3-carat 66 heart-shaped Santa Maria aquamarine with 1 carat total in white diamonds in our signature mounting, and then you have a single halo of diamonds around that and a little bit of gold just to frame it all together and put it into one ring. Now, I don't think I've seen this one here in quite some time. At least I personally, but then again, I've been on vacation. I've been slacking a little bit. But it is an exceptional piece. I don't think we've ever seen too many heart-shaped aquas. If we do, they're either really, really large or really, really teeny tiny. And this is kind of the perfect middle ground. We don't see those very often because with the heart shapes, you waste a lot of rough. So usually with stones of this size, we like to go for more classic shapes. You know, your ovals, cushions, things like that. So very, very hard to see, and ooh, looks like there's a bit of a water spot on this one, so let me just clear that up. Funny enough, since it does look like a glass of fresh water. Yeah, 3-carat 66, pretty good middle ground in terms of size for aquas. It's not too large, not too small. You have a carat total in diamonds in the mounting here, again, signature, so lots of rows of diamonds and the sort of dome shaped on the band, and then the single halo around that, and then gold frameworking everything just to bring it all together. Right now it's in the white gold, and while I like it in the white gold like this because it just makes the blue look that much more clear, more fresh, you can get in any gold color you want, so yellow or rose are options as well. And this is just a great piece, and while it has not been here in a while, it did get a brand new markdown, so not new ring, but brand new price. So it was supposed to go out for $49.99, but that is not what we are going to do today. Not going to be $49.99. And for a heart shape, no less, not going to be $39.99 either, or even $29.99 today for the heart-shaped aquamarine. And let me just try this one on for you just so you can see exactly how wearable this size is. Not too teeny tiny, too dainty, but it's not so large where you can't feel like you can wear every day, and it is a heart shape, so very unique cutting on this one. It's just kind of that perfect size. It's not too large. It's the definition of a medium ring. And of course right now it's in the white gold, but you can do any gold color of your choice. It will look great in pretty much any gold color you pick. And $29.99 it is not going to be. It's not even going to be $24.99 today. Brand new price, brand new markdown today only. Let's just make it $1,999. $19.99 for this one-of-a-kind ring. Wish we could do a ton of these, but unfortunately we cannot. And of course, aqua's special place in my heart. I've seen a lot of aquas being trending on the internet as well recently. It's quite interesting. Usually when I see trending stones, it's usually always sapphires or rubies, but aquas have been trending quite a bit recently as well. So it is very, very hot, very, very in right now. $19.99 brand new price tag. And back on the wheel it goes. $19.99. It is exceptional. And let me just say hello. We are now again at the top of the hour. It is almost 7 o'clock Pacific time, so hello to everyone who is just joining us. I know sometimes with the different schedules is still a little bit jarring, but I'm sure some people are just tuning in right now. So thank you for being here with me today. We still have a great last hour coming up. We have one more hour to go. Still lots of critter pieces, lots of museum level collection pieces. And yeah, so thank you for being here with me today. If you've been here with me thus far, thank you for tuning in. And if you have any requests, please let us know. Give us a call or comment on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll be happy to bring them out for you. Right now, we still have that aqua going, and we have phone calls coming in. So yes, keep them coming in and let me know what you want to see, and I'll be happy to bring them out for you. So right now, we still have the aqua on the wheel, as you can see right now. And we have next up, yeah, just didn't want to leave you with an empty wheel there, so let me just prep my next item. We have a color change sphere. Wow, look at that. Also, again, a very wearable piece, I feel. This is item number 1120871. It is a color change fiend, which we, again, are running increasingly low on. This is a 1 carat 92 radiant color change fiend with 83 points in diamonds around it. You have that single halo, and then again, split shank sort of, but it's curved to give it more of that organic shape to disrupt the sort of straight edges that's going on with the emerald cut, as well as the rectangular mounting. And the color of the color change fiend on this one is no exception to the ones we have had recently. It's still extremely beautiful. You have that perfect sort of olive navy green, sort of army green base, but then you have the yellows, the vibrant emerald greens, the reds just shining through so beautifully. And it doesn't have any of that sort of rusty yellow or brownish coming through. This is running very, very true green, but it's still very, very wearable. So I remember when we first reintroduced our color change fiends, they were selling out immediately, and while some may have felt a little bit unwearable, people were still grabbing them, even though they might not have been to their personal taste because they were so rare and they're so new. But this one is here now, and it is one of the most wearable ones I have seen in quite some time. It's a great size. It's very acceptable. Again, it's a medium size ring. It's not teeny tiny, but it's not extremely large where you feel like you can't wear every day. And with the color change fiend, it's just such a unique stone that you can't really replicate it, and you can't really replicate that feeling you see when you look at the stone when you look at anything else. So it's a very fun piece here. Right now it's in the yellow gold, but you can actually get it in any gold color you want. So if you want to just make sure you keep the colors of the stone as you see them, you don't want it to be disrupted by anything, you can definitely change it to white if you like. If you want it in rose gold just to have that sort of complementary effect, you can do that as well. Or if you want to keep it here with the yellow gold, just keep it classic. You just want to bring out more of the yellow tones, then that would be the way to go. For this particular piece, it was supposed to go out for $49.99, but that is not going to be my price today. $49.99, it is not going to be. Let me just try it on for you because it is a beautiful ring here. I was about to say little ring, but it's not teeny tiny little itty bitty. It is still it's a decent sized ring, but it's still great for every day, and even from a distance you can see those greens shining through. The yellows are coming off as almost like that spring green, similar to that Savrite I had earlier. So it's still shining through, but it's still that great size. And then of course you have that negative space again, just adding more to the design of the ring itself. It's just a great ring all around. And $49.99, it is not going to be. Not going to be $49.99 or $39.99 or even $2,999 for this particular one. It's got a brand new price today. Back on the wheel it goes. $29.99. It is not going to be. It's not even going to be $19.99. We're giving it a brand new markdown. not going to be $19.99. Let's just make it $1,888 for one of the last remaining color change fiends we have today in our inventory. Once they're gone, it'll be very, very difficult for us to secure any more. So if you've been eyeing one but haven't found one that is exactly to your liking and you like this one, just dial in early because it will not be here for very long. 1888. Okay. Next up, we have something that has been here for a while, but I haven't seen it in quite some time, so thought it'd be fitting to bring back. We have a elongated, very elongated cushion indicolite. Look at that. It's so long, it won't even fit on frame right now. This is item number 112081. It's our 7-carat 68 cushion indicolite with 39 points in white diamonds in that step mounting on either side. I feel like this is the first time I've seen this step mounting, and the steps are almost exactly proportional to the stone itself because it's so long and not as wide as it is long. It is very interesting to see. Very exceptional ring. Very hard to find anything that is cut in a way that is so very elongated, but because of the way the crystals form, of course, that is the reason why it is so long and skinny, so you don't waste as much rough. But it is that beautiful blue-green color. It's very clear. It doesn't look dark or murky in any way. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous ring. This is when people ask me what is your favorite color. It changes quite often, but it always goes into this range, this sort of blue-green. Sometimes I say something a little bit lighter, sometimes a little bit darker, but it's always in this range. So indicolites always have a special place in my heart as well. And I just love how the cutting of this, when you wear it, it just elongates the finger. It makes your hand look a little bit more seemly, a little bit more elegant, like you have dancer fingers, as I like to say sometimes. And for something of this size, this rarity for an indicolite, it was supposed to go out for $9,999, but that is not going to be our price today. $99.99 it is not. It's not going to be $79.99 or even $59.99 today. And this one, right now it's in the white gold. Highly, highly, highly recommend it stays in the white gold. If you want it in yellow or rose, we can do it, but it just wouldn't look as nice for the stone, at least in my personal opinion. So definitely keep it in the white gold. And $59.99 is not your price. Let me just try this on right now so you can see exactly what I mean about the hand elongation. There's just something so nice about wearing something so elongated and so long versus long and skinny. It's just such a nice way to adorn your hand. And $59.99 it is not going to be. $49.99 it is not going to be either. We are blowing it out, brand new low. $49.99 it is not. Let's just make it $3,999 on this exceptional Friday evening. We still have less than an hour left of our show, so want to make sure we get everything to a fantastic home. And of course, if, like I said earlier, if you have any requests or anything you want to see, please give us a call and let us know. We'd be happy to bring them out for you. $39.99, and back on the wheel it goes. It is an exceptional piece. Just looking at the stone, the color is just that, it's truly that blue-green, that ideal, at least in my mind. It is what I want everything of mine to be. Do you like this one? Thank you. She said yes, very pretty. Okay. Moving on. But keeping in a similar vein of big rings, let's just take this away for a moment. We have, oh, look at that. We have a ruby bow. I know we've had quite a few ruby bows in the last few weeks, but I don't think we've seen this one yet. So thought it'd be fun to bring it out. This is what item number 1121283. This is one of our invisibly set Burma ruby bows. This has 2.45 total weight in princess cut Burma rubies and 90 points in diamonds in the bottom part of the ribbon as well as the center loop. And if you can see, you can kind of see slightly here, but underneath the ruby in the loop of the ribbon behind it, it's also set in diamonds on the inside of that. I'm just trying to see if I can show it, but they have diamonds on the inside of the loop as well. So all of that, no stone was left unturned in terms of detail. It is I feel like this bow is very different from the ones we have had in that you have both rubies and diamonds. Diamonds are definitely playing much more of a present role here today. But also this bow happens to sit quite symmetrical and very just traditional. It's not sitting at an angle in any way. So it looks very much more classic and it looks very much more cookie cutter in that sort of sense. And that is a very unique look in terms of bows that we have had. Normally bows that we have, they like to sit at an angle. They like to have a little bit more movement to them, but this one is very straightforward. This is like a bow you would see on a cartoon character, just perfect and not scrunched up in any way. That's the way that this bow is. And you have the diamonds and the rubies, they're contrasting each other, but it still has enough of that detail so you know that it is a bow, and it still has that loop and that negative space when you look at it from the top. It's just an incredible number of thought has been put into this particular piece, and I'm very excited that because this is my first ruby bow that I am bringing here today. And for this one, it's supposed to go out for $49.99, but it is not going to be $49.99 today. And in terms of bows, this is actually one of the smaller ones we've had. I think we've had a lot of very large, very dramatic bows. This one, don't get me wrong, it's not small by any means, but it's definitely smaller, slightly more wearable. If you can see on the band, this is currently a size 7, but the band and the width of the bow loops are almost the same. So it's very, very wearable. It's not going to overlap to your other fingers if you wear a size 7. It's just kind of more of a wearable style bow. And $49.99 is not your price. It's not going to be $49 or $39 or even $2,999 for this one, for this exceptional, unique bow ring. Let me just try it on right now just so you can see that it's, like I said, not small. As you can see, it's not teeny tiny by any stretch of the imagination, but it is not quite as large as some of the other bows that we've seen from this collection. It's definitely sits more classically, again, symmetrical from left to right, and it's going to sit like that at the same level, same plane as you look at it. So it's just much more of a classic way to wear a bow. And of course, if you are more of a diamond lover, if you're not as big of, if you like rubies but don't want it to be the only thing you see, you do have the option of picking this one where it does have diamonds as well. So it's just kind of balancing it out a little bit. And $29.99, it is not going to be today. It's not even going to be $28.88 or even $2,777. This is such a fun way to wear rings. Bow rings I feel, are very underrated here at TVON. They, similarly to butterflies, they have that sort of width and that wingspan that butterflies also have, but I feel like it's such an interesting way because it's almost like someone's wrapping a gift on your finger. So I feel like bows are a great gift-giving piece of jewelry. and I feel like they deserve a little bit more love. And $27.77 is not going to be your price on this ring. $27.77, it is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,499. You're getting 2 carat 45 and Burma rubies. You have almost an entire carat in diamonds as well. So great value you have right here. Back on the wheel they go. They go. It's a she. She goes. Back on the wheel she goes. It is a great, fun, exceptional ring. And if you are still a ruby lover, but perhaps you want to keep it more classic, you're not into these sort of designer pieces, don't worry, I got you covered. I also have, I still have one, actually I have 2 more ruby rings that are definitely more on the classic side, so we have something for everybody. So let's bring the gift giving ring off the screen for just a second and keeping it classic. We have a marquee Burma ruby, and lucky for me, this one actually stands on its own. Sometimes they don't like to do that. This is item number 1120924. I believe this is also one of our newer pieces, and a long time ago we had a marquee cut ruby, Burma ruby, and it sold very, very quickly, and ever since then we've been looking to bring one back, and we have finally done it. So if you've been one of those many people who missed out on that marquee ruby, I want to say 2 years ago at this point, this is for you. This is a 1 carat 03 marquee Burma ruby with 1 carat 16 in white diamonds all around it, and it is set in the white and yellow gold because we want to give it that extra design element to it. And I just gotta say, the color of this ruby, I mentioned a little bit the cutting, very, very hard to find, because normally if you do a marquise it does waste a bit of rough, but the clarity and the, well, not clarity, I meant the color of this ruby is so exceptional. It's so beautifully red. It's very much a red, very, very minimal purpling, and it's just that gorgeous sort of fire truck engine red. I love this color on this stone. It is gorgeous, and it is brand new. It is, if you've been looking for a marquise cut and you wanted it in a mounting that's a little bit more designer, that's not just a single halo and is done, you appreciate something that has a little bit more architectural sculptural element to it. You have the yellow gold, the white gold, and then you have the non-traditional prongs holding up each of the diamonds. You have the little divots that provide extra detail as well to this ring. And then you have just the yellow gold basket bringing the marquise stone, just bringing it to life, giving it more warmth. This is a great piece, and $49.99 is what it's supposed to go for. That is not our price today. $49.99, it is not. $39.99, it is not going to be either. It's not even going to be $2,999 on this Friday evening for those of you who like unique rubies, but maybe not bow tie unique rubies. $29.99, it is not going to be. Let me just try it on for you, because there's also something so special about marquee cuts. Similarly to that elongated cushion, without it having to be that size, marquee cuts, because they are so much longer than they are wide, they do again provide that finger elongation that I love the effect of. So this one will do that without having to wear a large ring all the time. And again, rubies, very, very classic stone, very interesting way to set a classic stone. However, they usually do not come in marquise. Most of the time you see them, they're either rounds or pairs or ovals or anything of the sort. So if you like the marquise and you've been eyeing in the ruby, this is the time to get it, because $29.99 is not going to be your price. Not going to be $29.99 or $28.88 or even $2,777 for one only marquee Burma ruby ring. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,499 for this particular piece. We only have one, So once it's gone, it's gone. Let's bring it back on the wheel just so you can appreciate exactly how much detail and thought has gone into this ring. $24.99 is your final price. It is a showstopper. And with that, I think we can officially move on from rubies, at least for right now. We can move on to something a little bit different. And I'm just gonna bring it out right now. Let's just take this away for a moment and bring out, we've got an Imperial Topaz, and a very, very exceptional one at that. This is item number 1120498. It's our pear-shaped Imperial in our bridge, our 5-row bridge, but without a halo. So still very classic. This is a 3-carat 80 pear-shaped Imperial Topaz with 88 points in diamonds throughout the bridge there. Right now it's in the rose gold, and hopefully we can keep it that way. But just because the stone, it has that orange pinky tone that we love so much with this new collection of Imperials. It's just exceptional, and we really wanted to bring out that rosy aspect of the stone, so we decided to put it in the rose gold mounting, and it does need to stay that way. However, I just think that there's something so unique and so pretty about putting it in this particular mounting. Don't really see it that often, so glad we could bring it to you in this way. Very, very classic way to put a very exceptional, unique stone. Again, it's like that sort of sunset orange that we so love. But in a way, it's still very saturated. It's not pale or washed out in any way. It's a true orange, sunset orange hue. It's not true orange. It still has that pink in it that we like in the Imperials. But it's just such a beautiful color, such a exceptional quality stone that it's got to get out of here today. And we brought it down to a brand new low. Very, very excited. So it's gonna be a party. This is a show-stopping piece. Supposed to go out for $12,000, $12,999 to be exact, $12,999. That is not going to be our price today. Not going to be $12,999. Not even going to be half of that. It's not even going to be $69.99 on this Friday evening. Not going to be $69.99. Not going to be $59.99. Or even $4,999, which I don't know if you've been keeping track. That's my last list price. We've brought it down to even lower just for our special Friday night audience today. And let me just try it on because it is too good to not try on at least once, because look at that. It is a great stone. Even from a distance you can see the rosy tones just peeking through that sea of orange there. It is just such a cool ring, such a cool stone, and the rose gold somehow is kind of making the stone seem even warmer than it is, if that's even possible. It is an exceptional ring. And $49.99, it is not your price. Brand new price today. Brand new markdown. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $4,499 for this one-of-a-kind Imperial Topaz. $44.99. And back on the wheel it goes. It is just such a beautiful ring, and it's so comfortable to wear. Again, lots and lots of diamonds, so if you love your bling, this is the way to do it. It is just an exceptional piece. All right. Yeah, this is definitely one for the ages. Okay. Moving on to what is going to be my very last butterfly piece of today. I feel like I've already shown quite a few of them today, but this is definitely a great one to end on, I feel. And they're so large, they won't even stand on their own. Let's see if I can get them to stand on their own. There we go. I said them because while it looks like it's just one, it's not going to be just one. There's actually two of them. They are earrings, if you can believe it. Look at that. They are butterfly earrings. Look at that. Ooh, can I get this one to stand like this as well? I can. Look at that. Look how large and unique these butterflies are. I know I said we'd have a lot of butterflies. Nothing quite like this one, though. This is going to be item number 1121341. They are in 18 karat gold because of all that workmanship and all that detail. We really, really, really wanted to lock in that extra luxurious metal type. So 18 karat gold. It has 5 karat 44 total weight in the pear-shaped sapphirites. I almost said sapphires. Sapphirites itself. So just the centers alone are 5 karat 44. So each of them are going to be about 2 3/4, a little bit less than 2 carats and 3/4, and then you have 1 carat 11 in the green garnets, round green garnets that are going throughout the wings from the top and bottom, and then of course you have 1 carat 40 in diamonds in the tips of each of the wings. So lots of gems, lots of carat weight we're dealing with here. This is definitely not for the faint of heart. You saw how much I had to zoom out just to get one of them to fit in frame, let alone two. This is definitely for those of you who like a big earring. They are omega backs. They do wear like a stud, but they will sit like a stud, which, I mean, sorry, what did I say? Did I reverse them? They wear like a stud, they sit like a stud, but they will feel like a drop. They look like they are drops, which honestly, isn't that the best of both worlds? You want to make it look like a drop, but you don't want it to be distracting like traditional drops are. And yeah, they're just they inspire gasps. They inspire cries of shock from how large they are. And it's also very, very hard for us to find butterflies in this particular shade, this color. Normally we've seen our butterflies, you've seen the ones I've had. They're always either multicolor or they're usually in the pink, yellow sort of realm. But these ones are for our fellow green lovers. If you love a good green color, if you like that sort of hue, this is the one for you. Again, that spring green color is very, very present here. And these ones were supposed to go out for $7,999, but that is not going to be our price today. We really want this to go to a fellow butterfly lover. If you love green, if you love butterflies, if you just love big dramatic jewelry, this is definitely the piece for you, because you can't really get more dramatic than this particular pair of butterflies. $79.99. It is not going to be $69.99 or $59.99 or even $4,999. I'm just going to pick one up here and show it against the hand. I'm going to hold it by the post so you can see exactly how it would sit on the ear. As you can see, it sits at an angle. So it's not going to sit exactly north to south. That's just how it was sitting on the wheel. So it almost looks like as if it were in flight, which is such an interesting way. As you can see, one wing is definitely bigger than the other to give it the illusion of being foreshortened. It is looking like it's flying at an angle. It's almost like a 3/4 view of the butterfly. And as you can see, it's pretty much an inch total from top to bottom, but also from left to right. So you're looking at like a square inch of just gems and luxury and everything that is good and wonderful in the world. $49.99. It is not going to be today for this one only pair of magnificent, beautiful flying butterflies. $49.99 is not going to be. Blow it out. Brand new. Let's go ahead and give you a price you cannot forget. Let's just make these $3,999. That is it. That is all. $39.99 for the only pair of green earrings, the biggest pair of butterfly earrings that we have had. In fact, yeah, they are probably the biggest green earrings we have ever had, ever. If you are a green lover, these are the ultimate green earrings. And I will go ahead and try one on for you, because I'm saying for you, it's more for me, because I feel like life would not be complete without trying at least one of them on. So let's just take that same one I took right now. I don't know if it's the right one in the right direction, but it will have to do. Oh, it looks almost right, but if it's not in the direction you like, you don't need to wear it that way. Okay, so here it is against the ear. As you can see, while the length is not the longest, it is still not a small earring, and from a distance, that gradient from the green sapphirites to the diamonds are much more smooth, but you can still see that clearly that they are sapphirites and diamonds, and they're just such a luxurious, fun pair of earrings. This is the type of earring that would scream to my heart. It is my dream pair. It is a great piece to have in your collection. It's a unique pair for sure. No one else would ever have a pair of earrings quite like this one. And it is exceptional on and in up close and from a distance. It is just, I cannot describe. And on the wheel it goes again. Christine, would you ever wear these? I just see a nod. Not a very enthusiastic nod. Ah, yes. Christine, apparently she didn't tell me this earlier, but she told Joyce that they are so pretty and they definitely should have been on earlier. But they are on here now for I feel like if this was a regular show and we had our normal audience, there would be riots to the phone lines. You could hear the stampede noises because of how much, that's how much commotion these earrings would generate. This is, yeah, I don't know what, I should have made this my last item, because what item could follow this? This is just, it's hard to follow, but I guess we're gonna have to attempt to make something, try to follow it. I mean, we're gonna tone it down a little bit, but hopefully it's still, you know, commotion worthy, because my next item is going to be, oh, look at that. It's a Paraiba gents ring in the Rolex style again. Maybe not as dramatic, but no less spectacular. This is going to be item number 112085. Sorry for that delay there. 112085. You have 1 carat 46 in the center stone and 59 points in diamonds in that halo around it. Again, in the Rolex style that we all know and love. Also quickly becoming a classic here at TVON. Paraiba gents rings, also not very easy to come by here. This is on the newer side, so we haven't shown this before, but we've had an increase in the number of requests for Paraiba gents rings, so we thought it'd be fitting to show one today. As soon as it was ready, we brought it out. And that stone for this ring is so exceptional. Again, I don't know how we keep picking these unique, incredible stones for these gems rings, because normally they get sent to ladies rings, but I'm so happy we're giving more attention to the gentlemen's rings, because they deserve it, considering they use so much surface area. But look at the color of that Paraiba. It is so neon and so exceptional, so unique, so vibrant. It's the cyan, perfect cyan for the Paraiba, and again, so very clean for a Paraiba. Of course, all Paraibas are naturally included. You're not gonna find one that's perfectly clean, but this is pretty much as close as you can get. It is very, very it's almost no cloudiness as from first glance. Normally, immediately you can see that in most Paraiba stones in the center, you can see a little bit of what looks like fogginess or cloudiness, but you hardly see it with this one upon first impression. If you inspect it, of course, you're going to find them because they just have them. That's just what that comes with the stone. That's just kind of the deal. If you ever found one without any cloudiness at all, wow. I would love to know first where you see it, and second of all, how much you would have paid for it, because it would be a lot more. But not for this Paraiba. This one was supposed to go out for $19,999, but because we decided we wanted it to go to a great home for those of you guys who have been requesting it nonstop, we have decided we want to bring the price down. We want to give everybody an opportunity to grab the Paraiba gemstring of their dreams. So $19,999 is not going to be your price today. It's not even going to be half of that. It's not even going to be $99.99 today. We're gonna do something extra special on this Paraiba gemstring tonight on the last 25 minutes of my Friday show after being gone for 2 or 3 weeks. I've lost count at this point. $99.99, it is not going to be today. And let me just try it on for you because I need to see how that stone looks from a distance, because sometimes from a distance they might not look as neon, but look at that. It still maintains its neon qualities. It is still as vibrant as it is up close. $99.99 it is not going to be, however. Not going to be $99.99 or $89.99. Let's just blow it out. This is for one lucky caller, for any collectors out there, for any gentleman collectors who also happen to want to be able to wear their pieces. $89.99 it's not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $7,999 for one of the only gentleman's Paraibas we have right now in our inventory. I think we might have maybe 1, maybe 2 more, but that is it. This is probably going to be the one with the best stone, however. It is so clear and clean and just neon. It is a fantastic piece. And back on the wheel it goes. It is another one of those gasp pieces, maybe not as obvious as the butterfly earrings, but I mean, I feel like it's the only piece that I could possibly pick to follow those earrings. All right. And wow, like I said, only have 25 minutes left in the show. That is not a lot of time for what seems to be a lot of pieces that I have not gone through. So we're definitely going to have some that I will not get a chance to show, but that's okay. That means either Joyce can show them, or we can save it for the next time I'm up here. All right. Next up, we have, let's just take this off for 1 second. We have something that again I believe is brand new, but again not 100% sure, but it's still very dramatic and very large. This is item number 1121349. It is a flower ring, one of our flower rings that is very, very new to us. It's a designer piece. It's set in the 18 karat gold. It has 85 points in tapered baguettes, as well as 43 points in round white diamonds as well. So it's in the white and yellow gold, giving it that contrast that we know and love, and definitely for our inner feminine girly girl. It is definitely not for the faint of heart either. I am loving all these super detailed, intricate, almost lace type, embroidery type pieces lately, and this is definitely no exception. The way that the baguettes are set and the way they're arranged almost looks like beading or embroidery, hand embroidery, which even when you're talking about hand embroidered lace or mesh or anything like that sort, trust me, going into fabric stores and looking at fabric like that, even for even for anything of that sort, even if it's not the best quality fabric, you're looking at $200-300 a yard just for actual fabric and glass beads. And this is a piece of jewelry. This is like a piece of art that you can wear. So very, very exceptional piece. Very, very design heavy piece. And supposed to go out for $49.99. It is not going to be, however, not going to be $4,999. We only have one of this one. So once it's gone, it will be gone forever. $49.99 it is not going to be. $39.99 is not going to be. It's not even going to be $2,999 for the 5-petaled flower. I don't exactly know what flower it's trying to be, but it is beautiful nonetheless. It's probably some fictional flower. Let me try it on for you because it is not a small ring by any means. Maybe I'm growing to be a large ring person because I keep trying on these large rings. I'm like, maybe I do like large rings. But this one is definitely one of a kind. It is gorgeous. And $29.99 it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,999 for this sort of embroidery style, beading style flower ring. It is gorgeous. It's definitely one of those rings that you would think you would want to keep it safe in a box forever, but if it were me, if I had the opportunity, I'd probably wear it every special occasion I get. Because you can't really go wrong with diamonds. And because they are just white diamonds, they pretty much go with any other piece of jewelry you have. So that's a nice thing about it. $19.99. Back on the wheel it goes. It is an exceptional flower. Upon first glance, I did think those were yellow diamonds, but then I saw the price and I was like, oh, maybe not. They are just white diamonds set in yellow gold. Okay. Moving on, I realized just now that I promised multicolor pieces, but I didn't get a chance to show them. So let's just change that now, shall we? So let's bring this away for a second. I'm going to need my little stand here once more. And because they are in fact earrings, look at that. This is gorgeous. This is item number 1120997. They are baguette multicolored sapphires set in this sort of hexagon shape. It's set in 18 karat gold as well. Has 1 carat 76 in baguettes multicolored sapphires. And of course you have 58 points in diamonds as well in the center there, just offset hexagon as well. So very fun way to wear multicolored sapphires. They're not invisibly set and they're not a gradient, but they're still, they are a gradient, but they're not invisibly set. So you still have the distinction between each color, which if you're not a big fan of the gradual sort of blend and you want to be able to see each distinct one, this is a great way to wear them. And of course you still have those diamonds in the middle, so it's not just a front facing hoop almost. You have a little bit inside, so it almost looks like engineered or intentional the way that it's made. And it's just a very fun, simple, everyday rainbow pair of earrings. It's very straightforward. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a straightforward, fun, multicolored pair of earrings. And they are matched, but they are also mirrored. So as you can see on one earring, the one on the left currently, the pinks are on the outside, and on the right, same as well. So it's on the leftmost edge on the left earring, the rightmost edge on the right, and vice versa for the greens on either side. So while they are matching pairs, they're not identical. So they're just the mirrors of each other. But because they are hexagons and they're symmetrical on either side, there's also no right or wrong way to wear them. So you can throw them on. They won't look strange because they're exactly the same. And yeah, they're just lots of thought went into this one, but it's in a way that is very effortless when you do decide to wear them. And we actually, right now it's in the yellow gold. We actually have 2 pairs of this. Right now you're seeing the yellow gold. We have one more in the rose gold. So if you want something a little bit more modern, a little bit more designer heavy, or if you want something that looks a little bit more, modern, more contemporary, go for the rose gold. So we do have 2, or if you want to buy both and just have them as a matching set, that is a possibility as well. So this one was supposed to go out for $3,999, but that is not going to be the price today. Not going to be $39.99 for this one pair of earrings. Not going to be $39.99, not going to be $29.99, not even going to be $19.99 for the multicolor sapphire hexagons. Let me just show this against the hand right now so you can see exactly how large they are against the hand, just to scale. Again, I'll definitely show them against the ear as well so you can see exactly how they sit. But here it is against the hand. They're not too large. They do sit like a stud, but again, they are almost like a front-facing hoop that happen to be hexagons. They're about 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom, not exactly a full inch, I don't believe. So they will sit. They're great for every day. They're not too long, not too small. And yeah, so $19.99 is not going to be for these great pair of earrings. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,599. And I'm going to put you back on the wheel for a second. Just so, actually, I'm going to put you back on the wheel, but you're going to stare at it empty for a second while I take one off so I can try it on the ear so you can see exactly what it looks like. There it is. Now, there's one lonely one missing. While I get the ear shot ready. So here it is, what it looks like against the ear. As you can see, it kind of almost, like I said, gives almost like a front-facing hoop sort of look to it, but they are multicolor sapphires, not all diamonds, and they are hexagons. So it is an interesting way to wear it, and because of the offset of the diamonds from a distance, it does kind of look like their rings almost moving a little bit. As you move your head, it almost looks like the earrings have a movement of their own. So that's also a very fun element that this earring has. So yeah, definitely multi-dimensional, definitely had a lot of thought put into it. It's just a great pair of earrings all around. And back on the wheel it goes. And right now I'm wearing the left one on my right ear, but of course you can put it on the other ear if you want as well. And with that, we only have 15 minutes left in our show. So I know people are probably itching to sign off by now, maybe going to dinner plans if you're on the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast, maybe you're getting ready for bed already, which good for you, get your rest. But so we only have 15 minutes left. So if you have any last minute requests, please give us a call and let us know. And we will be happy to bring out anything you want to see at the very last second if you would like. So yeah, go ahead and do that if you want to. And let's take these away for a second, but I'm going to leave this stand because one of my last items are also earrings, and they're drops. Yeah, these are very, very fun, and they're Alexandrite drops, which we also almost never have. We're just doing unusual drops today, and this one I'm going to have to zoom out quite a bit because they are a bit longer. This is item number 112-1374. These are on the newer side as well. I don't think we've ever had these here before. The center stone has a total weight of 1 carat 21, so you're getting about 60 points in each ear. You have 48 points in yellow diamonds and 1 carat 26 in the white diamonds. So as you can see, the yellow diamonds kind of thread through and disrupt the flow of the white diamonds just a little bit in the best way possible. Disrupt sounds kind of negative, but in terms of design, it's a good thing. And then you have that sort of white diamonds, but they're almost twisting in a way, so it's not exactly the same. And standard throughout the entire earring. And of course, those stones are gorgeous as well. They're that iconic blue-green color in oval shape, so very classic shape, but the way that they are set in this sort of almost pear-shaped raindrop style rope mounting, it almost feels like a pear shape as well, but it has that elongation that you love in a drop without being way too long so that it's disruptive. Again, this is just a great pair of earrings to have. You have the white diamonds, you have yellow diamonds, and then you have Alexandrites on top of it all. So if you, again, have an Alexandrite ring and you are dying to have a pair of earrings to match, I feel like this is a great pair. It's so elegant. It's very, it's far from classic, but the way it sits on the ear, it's the classic sort of drop. But the earring itself is not traditional by any means, very modern, very designer. And of course you have it in the traditional lever back, so it's not going to accidentally fall out unless you want it to come out. And it's just very easy to deal with. And for one of the only Alexandrite drops we have, I think it is in fact the only Alexandrite drops we have, we were going to do it for $9,999, but it is one of my last items of the day, and we don't want to make it that price. We want it to go to a great home, to an Alexandrite lover, to anyone who likes the color changing stones, who like a good designer drop. $9,999 is not going to be your price today. And of course, white and yellow gold, like it is, that's going to be how it must be, just to preserve the design integrity of the earring. And it's not going to be $99.99 or $89.99 or $7 or even $6,999 for this pair of earrings. If you are curious, I think it's about an inch and a half drop, but I can go ahead and measure if you want an exact inch reading or millimeter reading, whatever you would like to see. So again, not extremely long, but definitely does have a bit of a drop to it. $69.99 it is not going to be today. Not even going to be $5,999 for one of my very last items of the day. Very excited about one of my very last items of the day. Let's just blow it out. Brand new today. Want it to go to a fantastic home. Let's just make it $4,999. You're getting a carat 21 in 100% color change Alexandrites. You have almost 50 points in yellow diamonds. And on top of all that, you have another 1 carat 26 in white diamonds all around it. So there's nothing to hate, only to love. It is a great pair of earrings. And let me just show it against the hand, just so you can see exactly to scale how long they are. Like I said, about an inch and a half drop. So definitely, if you like the big dramatic earrings, this is the one for you. And again, I will definitely try it on so you can see exactly how much they drop. So let's go back to the wheel for a second while I take this off the card. It is just an exceptional pair of earrings. Back on the wheel it goes. There we go. Now it's just missing one, and then I will go ahead and try it on because, again, drops are my favorite type of earrings to wear by far. So there it is on the ear. As you can see, not extremely long. It's not hitting, and it doesn't go farther than the neck for sure, but it still has a little bit of length to it to elongate your décolletage area, to elongate your neckline, to make your neck seem more seamly. If that happens to be an insecurity of yours, it definitely is for me. And it's just a great pair of earrings to wear. It's a great way to set Alexandrites. I'm so shocked that this is the first time we've ever had Alexandrite earrings, and the first time is such a banger. It is a great pair of earrings. Definitely, I will remember this pair for a very long time. And back on the wheel it goes. It is a showstopper. And last but not least, I know I already had a 2 carat gents Burma Ruby earlier today, but I didn't want the ladies to miss out because I have a 2-carat Burma Ruby for the ladies as well, and it's going to be my last item of the day. So very excited to bring this to you, and I know it looks small because I have to zoom out all the way to the end of the wheel for this one, but we're gonna bring you in closer right now, and it is in, ooh, smudgies. It is in the floral mounting again, but it is a ruby of a significant size again. So this is item number 1119231. Not new. I'm pretty sure we've seen this quite a few times in the last few weeks, but we thought it was fitting to bring it again. We had a 2-carat gents, balance it out with a 2-carat ladies. So this one is like I said, 2-carat ladies with 47 points in white diamonds in that sort of floral, 8-petaled floral, but one with just outlines and one completely filled with diamonds in the yellow gold, all set in this magnificent masterpiece. I can't describe what flower it is because, again, not a botanist. I should buy a flower book sometime just so I can describe jewelry better, but no. And this one was originally supposed to go out for $79.99, but that is not going to be our price today for a ruby of that color. Again, very, very minimal of that purple. It's very true red, and it's very bright, vibrant, just kind of jumping out at you. It is a beautiful, beautiful stone. $79.99 is not your price, however. Not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 or even $5,999. We have brought this down quite a bit for our exclusive Friday audience today. $59.99 is not going to cut it for this exceptional, exceptional ring. Let me just try it on the hand for you because it is a gorgeous way to wear a floral. It's not too anatomically correct. It's just a very fun way to wear, and again, with the way that the petals closest to the stone are open, it plays again with the negative space but not so exposed where it disrupts the illusion of a flower. It's just, it provides enough depth where the illusion still remains intact. And $59.99 is not your price, not going to be $59 or $49 or even $3,999 for a 2-carat Burma ruby. Not even going to be today. Not going to be $39.99 or $29.99. We're gonna do something a little bit crazy. Not going to be $29.99 or even $2,699 on this Friday evening today. Not going to be $26.99. Let's bring it back on the wheel because it deserves its close-up moment. $26.99. It is not going to be. Yeah, the negative space is just really bringing this ring to life. $26.99. It is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,399 for this one-of-a-kind 2-carat Burma ruby ladies ring. And just for kicks, why don't I put that gents ring right next to it, just so you can see they are both 2-carat exactly, but they are almost pretty much a matching pair. They're both ovals, and that's just, why not? Just for fun, for my last item of the day. There it is. So if you were curious, that gents ring from the first hour is item number 1362, 1121362. So if you are looking for a matching pair, maybe his and hers rings, this is a way to go. They're both rubies, both in the yellow gold, and they are exactly the same size. And with that, we only have 2 minutes left in the show, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who stuck with me for our streaming only show. I know it's a little bit strange with the different hours, and I know you're probably expecting to see Joyce's face up here at this point, but she is on her well-deserved break, so I'm filling in for her today. And yeah, Lauren will be back with everybody tomorrow. It's our daytime show on the weekends, so from 10 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you have any requests for her, we'll be here for a few minutes after the show. You can give us a call and let us know. Or if you want to see anything that perhaps me or Joyce will show next week, feel free and let us know. And of course, all of our evening shows are still our normal schedule from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time as well. So it's just today with our special limited streaming only audience that we start a little bit earlier. We start at 5 p.m. So yes, if you have any questions or concerns, please give us a call and let us know as well. And of course, if you have any comments or feedback, let us know. We love hearing from you guys. I'm sure I'll hear from you guys over the course of the next few days. So thank you guys for being here with me. Let's go back to the wheel for the last little minute of the show. Yes, my vocal cords definitely got a bit of a workout today, so it has been slacking a little bit. I know I talk a lot in daily life, but not usually for 3 hours straight with no real feedback of someone talking back at me. So yes, 30 seconds left. Again, be here for a few minutes after the show. Any questions, feel free to call us, email us, DM us, add us, send smoke signals, whatever you can do to reach us, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And with that, I hope everyone has a good night. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Everyone has a good week, good summer, and I will see you the next time I get to see you. So thank you, and goodbye.